Yes, people, I've got some disturbing news at the moment, innit? The disturbing news is that someone decided to hide, you know? Someone's not here, you know? But he will return soon, so I apologize and all that. But do me a favor, 100 of you in here right now, please smash the like, because I get it. There's a lot of you Man City fans in here at the moment, but you're gonna get ripped into shit today.
Bro, this is it. This is it. There's no holds barred. We have to hold it. Tottenham have, Arsenal have, Chelsea have.
Yeah, man.
It is what it is. It's the game's the game.
It's the calling show. It is what it is. I big up Claudio in the building. I see you. I'm gonna go through a lot of the comments. Nice to see you, my guy, man. Even though you're Italian roots and all that, I don't fuck with that. I don't think I haven't forgot the Euros.
Big
But
up,
guys,
Cloud, man.
54 likes. Get this to 100. That's might feature a little bit later. He might. He's just let him calm down a little bit. It will be here. Everyone's gonna cover his head. I get it. But you know what? Make sure again. I'll say it one more time. Get on your burners. Get your burners burner and go like the video. Vivek, I see that. I'm gonna get up some of your comments now if you don't mind. Big up Gio the best. He says, well, guys, I'm really concerned about today's performance. This is what he said. Daps might say for the 12th time this season, but because of coping, we will go on a 20-game winning run to win the league. Yo, what can I say?
You know what they say, man. You know what they say. Whoever wrote that comment, you can dream, innit? You can dream, innit?
Yeah, dare to dream, man. That's what Tottenham say, innit? Dare to dream. Christian Hoover in the building says, y'all got giddy, don't y'all? See you Feb the 15th for massacre at the Emirates. You had your chance. That's what I'm saying, man. This whole saying,
it is D-Day today. You have Man City.
Is washed, bruv. Because you know what?
Everybody want to know what I would do if I didn't win. I guess we'll never know.
Big up Travarelli in the building. Big up Michael O'Connor. I might have said your name wrong because I see there's no H in there, so it might be Michelle or something like that. It says fourth loss in the Prem this season for Man City, and you ban Arsenal for their second loss. Look, Arsenal fans are coming thick and fast, man. It's true. Arsenal, you know what, man, this thing is, Ty, yeah? Man City might get the second loss in a row.
Bro, they really might. And you know what's even worse?
Go on.
We might even finish above them. I'm just saying.
I'm just saying. Just saying. If there's a draw next week or a loss or something, and Man United beat Leeds twice, it's squeaky bum time.
There's a conversation.
Yeah, Reece Birak, big up my man, always jumping in. Says I prefer not to speak. Well, you usually call in. I wonder if you're gonna call in today. Nippon, by the way, remember any member, if you want to become a member, description below. If you want me to put in a pin, I can, but just go in the description where it says more, and you'll see the membership. Any members that want to, it's in the Discord right now. Soon we'll be moving that. I'm going to get another phone to get WhatsApp, get all you guys' numbers, and put every member into a WhatsApp group. It will make much more sense. But that's soon. That's later in life. But right now, if you're a member, you get priority to jump on. You don't have to be a member because we got someone, you know, that would like to jump in soon. But yeah, other than that, I'll experience any delay or buffers at the moment with the connection. But yeah, man, I might as well just get in the guy. Big up everyone that's actually in here. There's a lot of comments. Let me just run through it real quick. N1 in the building. Sid, of course. David, League Over. Abdi Ali in the building as well. Daniel Hurad. David says, take too many touch on the ball before they cross it. Sid, only one question on City. Why not 4-3-3 basic, which works all the time? Does it really? They work against Man United. Big Steve said terrible. Emma K in the building. Mo in the building. Not the Mo that we know. Daps in the mud. All that talk to lose to Spursy. Claudio, obviously, I said. Eric as well. Big up Vivek. Many more. Kevy Kev. Lewis. I see all you, man, right now. But yeah, man, let's get the guy in. He gave a chest earlier. He said something very good as well, and I'm pretty sure he's going to, you know, reiterate that and to you guys. So why not bring in Jordz himself, you know?
Congratulations on your points, Jordz. You said it, you spoke it, you believed it, you achieved it.
I told y'all people just earlier today, I was very confident in this game. I know that I said I predicted a draw, but I said we had the minerals to get the job done. I knew that we had the team and we had the way that we would break them down. We were going to turn up and give a result for the man Antonio Conte and Harry Kane. Harry Kane, just like I said earlier, man, he's aiming, he's hungry for that goal. Heung-min Son, everyone says when you need him, he'll step up, and he looked like a whole different player today. Heung-min Son, Harry Kane just stepped up, We had the press going onto that back line. I even tweeted it before. That back line was reeking. I don't know who Pep thought he was playing Rico Lewis, Kyle Walker, Akanji, and Ake, some makeshift back line. He was it's whenever he comes against Tottenham, he overthinks. He really overthinks, and that's why he always gets the job wrong. We've really done the job on them today. Emerson. Oh my God, bro. I don't know where this guy, who he thought he was today. Like that
Porro landed, Jordz, and he said, "I'm going to show you he is not coming in today."
I'm sure, like he literally put a performance out there where he's undroppable for the next game because he played so good. Yeah. Like he literally went out to the left side, was on the right side. He had Grealish in his back pocket, and even going forward, I see him taking on Rico Lewis, taking on Akanji a few times, doing some great. Bloody hell.
Damn.
Doing some great moves, but yeah, no. Great performance today. It just hurts me that it does the Arsenal fans a favor. It really does. I see all these Arsenal fans messaging me, thank you. It's allow this. I hated that we done them such a big favor, but it's not surprising. The result wasn't surprising. Daps is gonna come here and give plenty of excuses about the referee and about this and about that. But at the end of the day, Haaland, where was you today? There's all this talk about who's better, him and Kane. I've told them, don't ever do this comparison. Kane will show you Wagwan time and time again. He's a player completely different to Haaland. Haaland cannot talk to him. But his worst game of the season, 0 shots on target, 0 touches in the box. He was shook of Romero from that first challenge. So
100%.
Big game, big result. We get the job done.
Lewis filtered. Cass is he's got echo. He says Cass is the worst fan ever. Lewis, big man thing. You don't need to be in the stream. Hop off if you want, man. It's calm. If you don't like it, just because you're a City fan and you can't hold that loss, it's not one loss. He said also, yeah, overreacting one City loss. It's not one City loss though, is it, Ty?
Bro, it's not one City loss, and also we spoke in it. If City want to win this league, Lewis, yeah, you had to win today. Daps even said it earlier in the week. You had to win today. Arsenal are not going to slip up that many times, and you have to capitalize. The fact is, you didn't. The fact is, for me, Man City hasn't got the mentality I've seen in previous years where they wanted it. They're not been that good. And even the win against Arsenal a week ago, we said it. It papered over the cracks. There's a problem at City, and once the Man City fans actually admit there's a problem, you guys will be better off. The longer you hide it, the worse you're going to be. So that's up to you lot. That's what I think, Cass. There's a problem.
So
well, all I'm going to say is, Man United, don't feel so comfortable in that third position because you guys are all laughing and sitting all comfy.
Jordz, you need to enjoy it today.
You see from, wait. You see from performances like today, I have to remind people that Tottenham, when Conte ball flourishes, it's some of the most exciting attacking football that you can see in the Premier League. Like the way that we get at teams, the way that we get them with the high press, the way that we break them down and the counter so easily, so fluidly. Once you start seeing Conte put this team together with the right pieces and a few more players, there's really going to be a dangerous team. And people just need to know this.
Obviously, me and Cass are hosted as a calling show. Don't forget, guys, you want to get involved. Cass has said message him as well. Members get priority and everything. Keep liking the video.
Yeah, just message me on Instagram. If you want to, my Instagram's there. You know where it is. You know where I'll go on. Or you can go on Twitter. It's up to you guys. You don't have to be a member. Remember that.
Make sure you do that. But, Jordz, I've got like a question. You're saying, obviously, Man United don't get comfortable in third. We're just doing our thing quietly. You've won today, and I respect it. Enjoy it, yeah. But the truth is, Man City play into your hands. They're dominating the ball, allowing you transitions. You've got Leicester next week. You've got the other teams. You know it ain't going to be like that. So you've got to then come out of your shell and do different things. You can't rely on Spurs to be consistent. Let's be real. Like, you get your win today, and I'm happy you got your win, but you know
Leicester away next.
You can't go to Leicester away and think, yeah, we're going to beat them. Like, you just know because you don't know.
The reason why is because, like you said, we have that team that can play in where Man City play into our hands, but now we have other players in our team where we can go at the lower teams and who are going to play a low block against us.
Well, so Conte's all of a sudden going to change the system now.
It's not going to change the system, but you've got different players that have different attributes that will make us flourish in better ways using the Conte system. Like, for example, if Danjuma comes on the pitch and he decides to start him, he's a player that's more attacking, more 1v1 direct winger, not like Son. So we don't need to rely on the counter so much. Same as Porro. He's better than Emerson in the attacking front. So I expect to see us change. And just like you see Stellini towards the end of the game.
I big up Stellini, man. That's his twice in charge, and that's 2 wins, bro. When you need it as well, you know. Because you know what it is, George? You've blown the top 4 wide open now.
Newcastle's only a point ahead of us. It's only 1 point.
They got game in hand, though, innit?
They got a game in hand, but you look at their record. They've got what, 10 draws. 10 draws. They might only have one loss.
You can't rely on Newcastle winning these games.
It's not sustainable. You don't rely on them
And
winning
I
too
can't
much.
lie,
So,
after that
I
West
see
Ham
them dropping
draw,
out.
I hear what you say. I've been saying it though, Jordz. I
Yeah.
haven't rated Tottenham. I ain't gonna say it. I think Chelsea are gonna have some winning run at some point. It's João Felix can change the whole dynamics of that whole thing, but it's a long way to go in it. But I hear what you're saying. Like, I don't believe Newcastle are gonna sustain. And bro, against West Ham, you let Declan Rice, Basmati have a clinic. Like, it says a lot about your team. Can't lie. You know, Bruno Gomes is a hurt right now, man, and they got another home game before they start playing all their away games.
Yeah, I think they got Bournemouth away next Saturday, 5:30, and Bournemouth has signed a few man. You just never know. That could be a tricky Saturday night at the coast.
All of these games are going to get tricky.
Yeah, it is. It is. What do you think though? Like, obviously, people here, 138 of us, Cass, Manchester City have got problems. They didn't capitalize. They didn't even look like scoring today. People, because Pep Guardiola in his interview was like, every time I come to this ground, I always feel like Tottenham don't have to be that great. Like, the way he was speaking was like bare, like it was in his head about this Tottenham ground. I'm not even gonna lie. There's something going on. No Phil Foden, by the way.
I'm seeing Jurgen Klopp vibes.
Yes,
I'm seeing Jurgen Klopp. You know what I saw? I've heard 4 hours and 20-minute trip to the toilet bowl, and all that kind of stuff to North London. Just to
it's like traveling to Northern Europe.
Yeah, this is what I'm saying. Like, what's going on, bro? Bro, you travel to Chelsea, you win, no complaints there, and that's a longer journey. You go to Arsenal, you typically go and win there. You don't complain, but why this season that you want to complain?
I'm glad you called that.
You know what? Yeah, this is exactly what we do to them. I said, like,
I can't lie, bro. It's mad. It's mad.
They're in his head. You even heard, as I said, you heard his Kane comments the other day. He was scared of Kane because he's wary. He's like, do you know what? I don't like playing against this guy because he knows none of his defenders can capture him. And Kane was just on fire today. The movement, the pressing, and Højbjerg, another player. That two-man midfield, we were talking about. If
he played out of his he done more than a DM role today.
Dominated them in the midfield. That midfield battle was all over. Rodri got shitted on by Bentancur and Højbjerg all game. It was just. I feel like we were firing on all cylinders. Like, I don't know what happened. We were firing up.
It more. Do you know what? It started from here straight away. Yeah, you guys wanted it from here from minute one. Like, even when Romero, like you said, you know he's gonna get a yellow, but when he clamped Haaland, I think early on, I was like he's
18 minutes in.
Listen, I am here. Yes, you're not having your roast dinner on a Sunday. You've got to earn your roast. Haaland didn't earn his roast.
He didn't get one touch in the box after that. So
he only got his cauliflower cheese on the side. That's all he got. That's all he got. And you know what? This Man City team, we talk about them, challenging for the title potentially. And I'm not even trying to jump on the Man City hype here because I know people in the comments ain't gonna like it. But the truth is, I'm talking about the league table and I'm talking about your form right now. The Man City are not playing well. They're only a few points ahead of, if they lose a couple of games, they're only a few points ahead of you guys. But with us, if we win on Wednesday, we're level with them on points. Technically, Manchester United are playing better football than them. Why can't we finish above Man City? Forget what they've done in the last years. 4 out of 5 Premier Leagues. I get all that. They've got a good squad. But why can't Manchester United, for example, I'm not trying to throw us in no title race. I'm just on about other Man City. Why can't we, Cass, compete with Man City and finish above them if they're playing like this? Because if they don't pick it up, there's no reason why we can't. And people are talking about them and Arsenal. I'm not saying that we're going to be in the title race. Arsenal will probably go on and win it now because they didn't capitalize. But should Man City be worried about us behind them?
I think so, mate. Because look,
Man said, I think so, mate.
I think so. Like I can't lie. It's just I don't look. Let's get one thing straight. City are not shit. They're not shit. Do you know what I mean?
They're not.
So they're not. So on that note, it's like I don't think there's no top 4 discussions, bro. They're gonna be up there. They still have Haaland. They're still gonna dominate the smaller teams, but they're not faring at the moment. And against the big 6 where they usually do well, they're not doing as well this season. And that's it. And the defensive issue. There's defensive issues, bro. Like Jordz said, there's issues at the back, bro. And I don't get why he went for Akanji and Ake again.
Bro,
why?
This is what I'm saying. Cass, you've got leaders in there. I know we'll let the callers have their all to say and everything, but they've got a leader in terms of Laporte, who's experienced, who changes things when he comes on. They've got Ruben Diaz, who only 2 years ago, people were comparing him to Van Dijk. Not us, but you remember Twitter and hype and that first season. Comparing him to Van Dijk. Big games, you need to win away at Spurs, and you don't start 2 of your best centre-backs. You go for players that have been playing regular and stuff like that. And again, it's failed them. So Pep,
he even had the cheek to drop his captain. He even had the cheek to drop KDB. I was thinking, who do you think you are, Pep? He really thought he can come to our ground with some second B team and turn up. It was
Just laugh in the background.
like, don't ever do that again. Pep will learn. If he doesn't learn, he'll learn today. Don't ever turn up to our ground with some B team and
Oh,
think you're gonna
man.
get a result.
If I could get everyone in, I
You
wish I could.
lost.
I wish I could. But Jordz, man, love for that, bro. Honestly, I got to get the members
Anytime.
in first. Obviously, Mike's is here and Sid's here. I see Sean, also one of our other members as well. And then obviously, man like Reece, an actual Man City fan, is not
Ah, yes,
hiding.
Reece.
You know what I mean?
Love
But he's
that.
got, obviously, members are members,
I'm
Reece.
glad
innit?
someone's gonna answer for Daps crimes.
We don't know Sean, man. I don't know yet, man. But I'm sure you can call him out in a second once I get a couple people in it. Because Sid's got to go
Big
to
up,
bed.
Jordz.
Sid's got to go to bed in it. Like he's all the way. He's in India. It's late there. I'll get you on it afterwards though. Yeah. So big up Jordz, obviously. Till next time, my brother. And then hopefully next week you're gonna lose to Leicester because that's what's gonna happen. And that's that, man. But yeah. Next person here, you know, a man like Sid. One sec. If people in the back, if you don't mind, obviously, I just want it so I can hear Sid and everything in it. Otherwise, we're gonna have better conversations. My bad. I big up Sid though, man. Obviously, Chelsea fan. You not escaping today either. You had a stinker. You was given chest. You done a Lewis. Came on with glasses. Thought you can dash your money, whether it's pounds, rupees, or dollars, and all this thing, fam. I thought you could give it. What happened to your? What do you even want to talk about? Because otherwise, I'm gonna rip into Chelsea. Which one do you want?
We are just 4 wins away from securing Premier League football, so I'm calm here.
Hey, this is shameless.
40
Sid.
points.
This is shameless. You're talking about keeping above relegation. You want 10 more points.
Yeah, man. 3 wins and a draw. So I'm going with 4 wins for more safety.
Damn, man, you are shameless, Sid, man. I expected
But
better with your chocolate bar
You know
background.
what the
man.
maddest thing is, Sid? You've got Cass, yeah, who's not a Chelsea fan, actually saying, do you know what? I think Chelsea can put a run together. Not say get top 4, but he actually believes in a run. And then we've got Lewis, who's saying 40 points, and you that's saying 40 points. So why has Cass got more belief than you?
Nah, it's just a joke. But yesterday was a shit show again from Mount and Gallagher, and I don't know why. I speak on them last week, and I don't know why there are still some people in our fan base who think they are playing well. They should be in the starting 11. I can't say more. Mr. Minerals moving mad on
Johnny Minerals.
Twitter. Yeah, man, he's saying he would prefer Mount over Belek.
Who?
He would prefer
Over Ballack.
Mount over Belek in all-time
Michael
11.
Ballack. That's dead, man. I can't stand Johnny. I'll be honest. Can't lie, man. I'm not even
Yeah.
gonna say it live on stream because boy, if we ever
Anyone
came to
who
meet,
watched the match can clearly see that the gap between midfield and attack. We were playing with 5 attackers because Conor Gallagher and Mason Mount were like second strikers.
but wait,
And
whoa,
even
whoa, we're quick to blame the midfielders. What happened to Midway, Kate, and Midson Mount? Like, where's all that was back them? These are your
Midway had
£100
a
million
good game.
signings.
Yeah, what? Enzo had a good game. And
No, he didn't.
Mudryk, after the game, Potter said that Mudryk was ill. That's why I'm not going on him because it's
I
his...
tell you, hear this. Midrick was ill. Man said Ukrainian
Yeah.
Britney Spears
Oh,
is ill.
is that why he came off?
Yeah.
But
Why
even
did he
if
play in the
even
first
if
place?
he was
then?
not ill, it's his first start. So I'm not
He
going
shouldn't have
on
played.
him.
You know what, Sid?
From
He shouldn't have played in the first place because what he's done, yeah, after that cameo against Liverpool, where everyone was getting a bit excited and look at what he's done,
yeah,
he should have just had the week off and the game off. Like, what's going to happen? I'm not going to lie. If you didn't start Mudryk, it doesn't mean you're not going to beat Fulham. It wasn't a game that he had to start because of his first game at home, he wanted to show out, and unfortunately, he's been drugged at half time. Enzo, I thought Enzo was all right. I can't lie, but and Madueke
Yeah.
when he came on tried a few
Midway,
things, but I'll be honest with you, man. Like, I thought Fulham were the better team, if I'm totally honest. And at Stamford Bridge, that really happens. United don't even have a good record at Stamford Bridge. Not many teams do, but you got a Fulham team that you let Yao Polina can boss that game, man. He was destroying that.
He
and I'm
was
meant to believe that
phenomenal
Enzo
in that
Fernandez had a great game. When Polina in a two-man midfield had the better game.
Polina was class.
But
In it, man.
But he was alone. If you watch the game properly, we were playing with 5 attackers and only 1 midfielder. The gap between midfield number 8s and Enzo was very big. Even Badia Shile, when he was trying to pick a pass, he was not able to pick someone. Madueke was coming
This
in
is the
between.
problem, though, because if you watch our stream, I think me, Cass, Mo and Daps were talking about it on the deadline day, and we're saying about Enzo. You sign a player for 100 million, and yes, he's a good midfielder. Don't get me wrong, he can do a bit of everything. You don't want to then
Yeah.
just put him in a lone six, and then you're sort of not having all his qualities on show. Like you said, you had Enzo there, and then you just had two road runners in there, as in Gallagher and Mount, who are not
Me-
really
They were
technical
like headless
footballers.
chickens.
You're gonna make Enzo look bad if you carry on doing that. Do you get what I'm saying?
But
Mm.
I also said that before the game, I would even prefer Loftus-Cheek sitting next to him, because someone close to him can connect the dots, or he can show that he has good passing range. He completed, I
Mm.
think, all his long balls. So he needs someone to pass. There was no one to pass in that game because Mount and Gallagher were playing like strikers.
So who
Mm.
you blaming? Are you blaming Potter?
Yeah, some of the blame needs to go to Potter, because if he's seeing that
More
in the
money.
first half, he can change. No, we don't need more money. We just need Kovacic or Kante to get fit so we can play someone with Enzo there.
I don't know, man. I just saw Britney Spears not do a thing and let Tete get. You know, Tete got man in the match that game.
He was so good.
Yeah,
Yeah,
trust
but
me.
he was good.
He was very,
Sometimes
very
player
good.
can have good games. Like Palinia had a very good game. He just ate up those attacks.
Yeah. I don't know. I don't know for your dead team, man. I'll be honest. It's just like man said Chernobyl, Anthony Gordon. You know, I can't believe it. But I don't know for your team. What about Man City? What do you make of them at the moment? Are they letting Tottenham beat them?
I'm hurt because I don't want Arsenal to win, and I can say that I haven't been that angry about after Fulham draw that I was about today's Man City loss, because I
Mm.
was like, Grealish can't take on Emerson Royal. This is next level shit.
Mm.
If you can't,
I love Sidge, man. Oh, you cut me
I
up, man.
can't understand how can't he take on Emerson Royal, man. That was
Mm.
painful to watch, because seeing Arsenal going towards the title, it's not good.
Do you
Yeah.
think, when you look at Man City, Sid, I feel like the question now on every show that we're doing, even when me and Daps are speaking or me and Cass are speaking, it's always like Man City have not been that good this season. So all of it, like, at one point, it's gonna click, it's gonna turn around, because we've seen it in previous years. Do you feel like right now we're just over the halfway point, that Man City will click, or do you feel like this is just what they're going to be like for the rest of the season and it's just not going to fully click? They're going to win some games, go on a little mini run, they maybe draw and lose, and they're just not going to have enough to catch Arsenal. What do you think?
I
Mm.
don't know why. I also commented earlier that I don't know why they are not going with 4-3-3. If Laporte is fixed, they could have played Ake at left back, in my opinion, playing Rico Lewis inside midfielder or inside fullback. I don't understand that, because Kulusevski was having good space on that side.
Mm.
So he was running with the ball, Kane finding him with that one pass, and he was through all the time. So I don't think that was tactically right today.
Mm.
Sometimes
Okay.
I also wrote that, is he overthinking on the most stream on Never a Foul Watch Along. I also wrote
No.
that, is he overthinking again with three centre backs playing Walker and Ake?
He always overthinks
Uh,
Sid. I feel like this is a Pep thing. Despite all his credentials, being the best coach in the world, whether it's Spurs, whether it's Cup semi-finals and stuff, we've seen that he overthinks in games. And like what you just said there, with Aki playing at left back, Cass, we saw that Aki had Bukayo Saka locked up about a week ago or
yeah,
whatever. And you could say Saka and Kulusevski are quite similar. Left footers that to cut in, creative players. Why would
Yeah.
you change that if he was
And then
so good?
Cancelo goes to flipping Bayern and gets 2 assists today.
Yeah. Do you know what I mean? So I don't know. I don't know. I don't know if there's anything you want to ask Sid again, Cass, or
Nah,
anything. I know
man.
other
Yo,
people and that,
Sid, big up, man, with your chocolate bar background. Dairy milk's going off.
good night.
You know what I mean?
but
In a bit.
big up, Sid, man. Thank you for coming on, bro.
Good
Love
night,
that.
guys.
In a bit. And then obviously next up on the agenda is another Spurs fan. You might know him by now. Goes by the name
His
of
laugh is the best, one of the best going, man.
Goes by the name of Sean.
What's happening? Am I in?
Yeah, of course you
How
are.
you
Yeah.
doing? Sorry, you caught me unawares. I've also broken my light today, so it's now like all over the
I
place.
want group chat energy in there.
Yeah.
No, listen, I don't understand where your boy Daps is. Like he dropped out of the group after waxing lyrical about Tottenham aren't a thing, they're not a threat. I got the clips. I said we were going to do them.
I got the clips. I
I
say
got
it again. I got the clips.
I got a clipper, like a lighter. Like I want to set the man on fire, but he's not around. I don't know what's going on. What did you think of the game? I thought Tottenham deserved it from the first minute to the 90th. I thought it was the only game this season that Tottenham have played for 90 minutes. I don't know whether it's because we're their bogey team or whether Conte ball has been replaced by Stellini ball, our assistant manager who comes in with something
you played
new.
more attacking football though.
No, we didn't. I don't think we played in more attacking football. I think we just dominated.
Did you not see your Tom? Did you not see the tactics today? Eric Dyer was just centre back, but he stepped up into like the centre half space just before the DM and that, and was tracking Bernardo Silva more time. Not Haaland. He was leaving him alone. And then other than that, it was more like he was just which gave license to Højbjerg to actually go a bit further forward if you need to.
Press them.
Do you know what though? Do you know what? Like I know Romero got sent off in the second half for like he got obviously the first yellow was a sloppy, a hard graft, a hard smash on Haaland. It was a second late for, but Haaland was absolutely awful after that. And to me, I think there's a lesson learned there. This is not the first time I've seen it. When Haaland gets chopped down, he doesn't like it. He doesn't like it. And other teams can take a lesson that if you slap one on him early doors, where hopefully you win the ball, don't give away a sloppy yellow. But if you do lay him over, he seems to fade out a little bit. He's a big boy, but I don't know whether he likes getting put on his backside a little bit. And Romero took one for the team with the second one. But for me, I thought Tottenham deserved the 3 points. I thought Man City, you know, Arsenal, I want to see Kunle sending me like a Valentine's Day gift. You know, I want to see 12 roses at my door from Guna Lee. You know, I want to see those boys like recognize and respect what I've done for them today. You know.
But you're confident, Sean, going into the game. Like you saw Jordz earlier, he didn't want to say they were gonna win. He said, "Oh, they'll go for a draw."
I said we would. I was on this channel. What was it? A couple of days ago.
Sean, we got a request as well, by the way. If I don't mind asking after.
What's that?
No, just finish the question. I got a question. I got a request for you.
Okay, nice.
No, there's no question. There's no question. I was just Ty saying, was I confident? Yeah, you can check rerun the streams you've been doing when I've come on. I said we were going to beat. I didn't say 1-0. I thought it'd be a high scoring game, but I said we were going to do it. We were going to win by a goal. I thought it'd be 3-2, but I was always confident. I always am against Man City, man. I don't think they've got the edge over Tottenham. I don't know what it is. I
think I know what it is, Sean. It's the 4-hour and 20 trip. Clearly, you know.
Listen, I don't know what it is, man.
That's what Pep said.
Yeah, that's what Pep said. He goes 4 hour 20 minutes. He goes, we are exhausted.
I swear they had the game I swear the last game was like a week ago.
He said something about staying in hotels and this and that. I'm like, sorry, Pep, man. I don't know what you're on, but every team does this, by the way. And said, Cass summed it up perfectly earlier. They beat Chelsea and they weren't mentioning nothing about 4 hour 20 chip then.
No, it's mad. You know what? The only manager who usually's got an excuse for anything and for everything, the only one this week that has come out and said, don't know what to, because this has been a weekend full of surprises, right? A weekend full of like, you know, of shocks. The only one that's come out and gone, listen, I've run out of excuses. I ain't got nothing to say apart from sorry. Is Klopp. Everybody else has got an excuse. Everyone else has got a lame rationale for why it didn't work out. I just don't think Pep Guardiola has the measurement of Tottenham Hotspur. And I think at Tottenham, Man City are always up for the taking. And I thought today everyone turned it on from number 1 to number 11. Emerson Royale, right? Everyone was like, where's Pedro Porro? Emerson Royale put in the shift of his life. Like he's playing for his career right now. You know, Højbjerg stepped up for that first goal, the press. When does Tottenham press like that? We never pressed like that. We did it today, and we got a goal from it. I thought it was spectacular. What was the request you asked for me, Kaz?
But a quick one before I ask that. Tiang Yang says, big up for the super chat, says Roman in 03-04 brings in some World Cup players, but he also brought in an elite manager in Jose. Todd B doing the same, but yet goes of being in Potter. I mean, he's basically a supporter of Potter. Big up for the super chat right there. Probably going to bring that back up a little bit later as well. The request is, if people don't know, I think they know by now, they probably cut your voice. Someone in the comments asked, can you sing the Porro song?
I don't want me to sing it again, do they? You want me to do it? You want to do it live?
We want you to do it live.
You enjoy today, Sean. They don't come around often.
Yeah.
The Sonny will score with Porro. Bet your bottom dollar on the Porro. Come on, me. It's Porro. I love Pedro Porro. It's a joyous to watch. watch him play.
He didn't play though, did he? But
He didn't play. I don't know why I'm singing it.
I thought he was gonna get the guitar out behind you. To be fair.
yeah, I'm always gonna get it all out as well, man. Hey, D1, he says, who cares about the Poro song? Guys in the comments, everyone needs to get onto D1 Millie today. And Lewis Filton. Everyone throw salt emojis at them. How about that?
Yeah, do you know what?
Salt
Big up
emojis.
Reece. I know Reece is gonna be one of the callers, but he's a City fan and he stepped up. So I like that, Reece, when you come on later. Big up for that, because the rest of them, it's your day, man. You didn't step up, and that is what it is.
I ain't seen
Listen,
French screen or
I need to ask you two, but you're Man United fans, right?
Go on.
Are you a little bit worried now? Is this a turning point where Tottenham can should Tottenham now be focusing on should we be excited that we got Brighton off our backs, or
George
should we be
said
looking
this.
towards Newcastle and looking towards United?
100%.
George said this, to be fair. George just said it. I said, George, enjoy today because you're saying about United getting comfortable in third. I'll be honest with you, Sean. We're minding our own business. We're just getting on winning games, 13 home wins in a row. We've got the consistency, and this is me being real. We've kind of got the consistency in the bank to say we don't need to be worried about you guys. What you guys need to worry about is building that consistency. You'll beat City now, but then it wouldn't even shock me if you go and lose or draw to Leicester. So I think you guys need to focus on yourself and not.
Have you got some tough games coming up, though? You got tough games
enjoy today, but I don't think you guys can get carried away. We've got Leeds at home and then Leeds away and then Leicester at home. Yeah, like on paper, I know Casemiro is not there, but that should be 9 points for us, hopefully. So I think you guys need to focus on just.
I don't know, man. Leeds away. I don't know. Leeds against United.
Look,
that's an old school. That's an old school classic, though, isn't it?
No. It's a classic. Obviously, rival fans and that it can be tricky, but like I'm confident that we can get at least 7 points from them from that 9, if that makes sense. If you're saying to us, should we be worried about you? I think you guys should be worried about. Well, not worried. You guys should be focused on catching Newcastle. I think Newcastle
I agree.
are more likely to drop points than what we are.
Yeah. I agree.
Yeah. Oh, man.
All we need is one of you to drop, and then we're back in the game.
Let me see what the points say.
Guys, by the way, 127 likes, 180 in here or more plus. Make sure
It's the last time I'm ever going to sing that song, by the way. Never again.
We want a new one.
You're gonna make it Emerson Real one next week.
I got one for him.
Just for one performance, yeah. Oh man, this is what I was gonna say, but no, I'm not worried about Spurs. Why should I be worried about Spurs right now, man? I think you summed up nicely, Ty, but I'm not gonna sum up nicely for Spurs. You get what I mean? It's just like, why am I worried about what's below us
Let's
right
flip
now?
it then. Let's flip it on him, Cass. Sure.
You still got to come to ours, though, right?
I don't mind.
Yeah, don't worry. We don't mind that. We like going to it, we like the lights. And
We
everything.
shit in that toilet bowl.
Yeah, we like. Yeah. Sure. Do you think? Yeah, you just said, should we be worried about you? Do you think City should be worried about us?
Yeah, no, I do actually. I do. Listen, I'll actually agree with everything you said, Ty, about United. I think you guys are the form team. Obviously, Arsenal having a little dip, and it's not like, even though they lost to Everton, like their form over the last couple of games, they've snuck by, they got through results, but they're not playing that well. Like Newcastle, like they're starting to drop points. They're not losing, but they're not really winning convincingly or getting it through. And City have been on the ropes for quite a few games this season and got through a couple of things like helter-skelter games by the hook or by crook. Mate, like, if I'm honest, over the last 8 weeks, the most consistent in terms of results and performances is you boys. Like, and I know you got away with one a little bit against Crystal Palace, even with Casemiro showing a bit of reckless disregard, but you still managed to get the 3 points. And I think that if anyone is probably going to go and where the threat comes, I think is Man City dropping down. I think it could be Arsenal.
I'm not being funny. I don't expect City to beat Arsenal anyway, so that might be 2 L's or draw. I don't see them beating them at the Emirates, especially after since North London's such a trip, by the way. And
And
I think we're going level on points, whether it's a game in hand against us or whatever. I'm not fussed.
Yeah, it kills me to say it because I hate Man United more than I do most of the other teams.
It's because of me, innit?
Because of you, 100%. I never realized how much I hate them until I met you about 4 months ago. But I do think that Man United are probably the form side at the moment. And if I'm honest, you guys should be looking. You should be looking about what you should be looking up, not behind you. And then I'm hoping that Newcastle are vulnerable because I don't think they've had that kind of.
I think they could be vulnerable. But I see D1's question thing down there. He says, "Are you mad? What a ridiculous question! There is no way we are worried about them clowns, Man United. First of all, D1, we beat you 2 weeks ago. Second of all, we're level on points if you beat Leeds on Wednesday.
Third one, he went missing after we beat them. Just like that today.
So D1, I just think, we're talking about it here on the panel, and Sean's respectfully said, yeah, they should be worried.
I would be. I would
Innit,
be.
man?
And I think Pep looks a bit rattled, to be honest. Like if that's what the excuse he came out with today, I didn't hear that. But if that's the case, that's a sign of someone who's rattled. Plus, I just don't understand their tactics at the back. They're back four. How many times did they invert Lewis today? Like
he got bullied, man. But he's you know what it is?
They swapped him back and forth like 7 times in the first half. I was like, what is he playing left back or right back? What is he?
He's left back. He's playing like left back, but inverted. But to be fair, he got bullied, but he's young, innit? So I'm not really gonna get onto him too much, man. He's still coming into the thing. He got thrown in the deep end, innit? So it's what it is, man.
He'll be fine. He'll be fine. Jack Grealish though, can't stand him.
Yeah. All right. Cheers anyway, Sean.
Cheers, mate.
Love to hear from you. I'm sure we'll
Love
hear
you
from you on Tuesday when Daps is here live.
He better be back.
I'll be watching.
He better be back.
Yeah.
See you later.
100%, man.
Ciao.
Next. Oh, it's gonna be a trio of Man United fans, I suppose, isn't it?
Oh, it's Reece United fan.
No. There's someone that we know very well.
Oh, yeah. Griggsy. Big up 200 people watching, by the way. Make sure you keep liking the video on your way in, people. Thank you on a Sunday night.
So this guy, yeah, everyone knows Griggs by now, Mike's. On Twitter, this guy's actually bare funny. So don't let him fool you with his personality. Trust me, he's a funny guy. I don't. Right now, your connection is moving brazy though. Like, let me tell you that now for a fact. I don't know if it's even gonna come in, but you're here now. Say something.
Yo.
Yeah, that's better. Now we hear from the Griggsy talks, man. Aye, yo.
What's up?
I got one thing to talk to you about, yeah. Talk to me about
What's
Rodri, fam.
Roger Zonto, bro. That guy was moving mad in the first half. Nah. See, some guy in the time I posted that Casemiro can't chat him in the first phase, and this guy just gave away the ball within 2 seconds.
What, is that what you tweeted before the game?
Nah. Someone on my timeline said that Casemiro can't chat him in the first phase, and Roger Zonto just pulled that mistake out of the bag. This guy against Spurs looks like Scott McTominay. I'm not even joking. Every single game against Spurs, he got a mistake in him. That's what he be looking like. So, all I'm saying, we got the best DM on the planet. I don't want to hear about Roger Zonto, no number 5 of Arsenal. Sergio Busquets just got injured for Barcelona, so we don't got to worry about him in 2 weeks. He's out for that game. He just got injured against Sevilla, so
who did?
best DM.
Busquets. I was watching
Busquets just got injured, and now they got Dembele out injured. How long's the injury though? We don't know.
He's out for the first leg. They already confirmed it.
I don't mind. At home, I don't mind, but we're gonna be away first, isn't it? Calm.
Yeah, I'm all for it. They're gonna play Frankie as a lone 6. Probably.
Slaven.
Jesse came on.
Slaven Bilic is being. He says sack Guardiola now. City fans deserve better. I don't even know if he's a real City fan, to be fair, but but talk to me though, Max, man. Anything you want, slam it here. Obviously, I think everyone's here for the Man City shit talking. So, man, what we saying? Little catch up the second in anytime soon.
Hey, keep that spot in second place warm for us. We're coming, bro. Leeds next. I know Casemiro suspended for the next 3 games. That's tough because this guy decided to do a little MMA yesterday, but it's okay. We got next Leeds at home. That's gonna be light work. Jesse Marsh is moving the American in him. He's going too crazy.
Bro, that guy's called Yank Lampard, fam. Honestly, that guy ain't going on.
I saw that trending. He kind of embarrassed me.
That's the new name.
He's kind of embarrassing me. He's
Man said Yank Lampard, fam. Have you heard that tie yet?
I haven't heard that one, you know.
Bare vibes, no tactics. Yank Lampard.
Yank Lampard.
No, I can't blame you. Patrick Bamford is the worst striker in the league. This guy misses for fun. So
he was so bad today. Oh my god, he was horrific. Yeah, we ain't got nothing to worry about that on Wednesday. I'm not even gonna lie. But Mike, I know like what Cass said. I know there's something you want to talk about. It's either the Casemiro red, it's either Rashford goal, it's either City flopping, or even Sean Dyche spiking Arsenal.
Bro, I tweeted. I said Friday, should I wake up for Sean Dyche? 7:30 in the morning. Should I wake up for this? I'm like, nah, he got something cooking for me. This guy's pulling up like Stone Cold. I saw that image of him, the Stone Cold, Sean Dyche on Stone Cold's image. And they were fantastic yesterday. I can't lie. They cooked Arsenal. And even though Arsenal fans were like complaining, they had a lot of copium. I guess City actually made up for it because now they're back to getting pressing other people on Twitter. That's what they be doing nowadays. But now for us.
Ooh, is that my connection?
No, you're Gucci.
Michael was looking up to the heavens there, paused at the right time. It was like he was about to say something from the Lords. I see that he was talking about
man went up into the heavens, bro. He couldn't even handle it. Like, he's looking up to the heavens, thinking like, what's going on?
You're coming with me.
No,
Hey, God, I love that. God
I
looked
have
up
to
and
get him
hey,
back. I have
you're
to get
coming
him
with
back
me
in.
today.
I have to
Oh.
get him back in. That was out. That's funny stuff, man.
That's too funny. I need to see that clip later. Aye, when God comes into the never of foul shoes, man, he ain't going out like that. Oh,
Let it roll back through. I see Olu in the back. There's an Arsenal fan finally in the back as well, man. He's gonna talk some real shit. But soon, I big up Olu in the back, of
I see
course,
Ollie
man.
there, man. Big up, man. Every time, man.
Mm.
I see him shaking his head as well. As soon as I mentioned Dyke spiked, he thought he got away with it, but not today.
Not today. You know what I'm saying? I mean, he's not back in yet. I'm sure. Wait, is he gone again? Max, you ain't
Yeah,
gone
he
again.
ain't come up on my screen yet. Yeah.
Yeah, you ain't come back again. Have you? Are you frozen?
I'm here.
No. Oh no. I was talking about Mike's, innit? I thought Mike's
Oh.
was frozen, but he's looking alright in the back. Let me try to get him in again. Might work this time. 3, 2. There we go. He's got sent back down to talk shit on City. Let's go.
Mike,
back?
back in.
I'm
Do
back
you know
in.
how funny it was, Michael? Yeah, I'm gonna quickly say, yeah. You looked up, yeah, your screen froze, and then you vanished. It was like God just saw you, just took you out the stream.
Yeah, bro. The City fans be making calls. I can't do anything about it, man. But nah, what was I saying? I was about to say, yesterday's game, Lisandro Martinez, best center back on the planet. I'm saying it from now. I don't care.
Wow.
Best center back on the planet. But the way that the way he just defended yesterday, 10 men, everything. He's good in the air, even though he's 5'9". Jamie Carragher got to discuss this on Monday Night Football. I want a public written apology on Twitter, Instagram, TV, every social media platform on the planet. I need a written apology from him. Just everything, bro. Just the way he defends, what I said this. He's Rio and Vidic put together. If they had a baby, but just 5'9". That's Lisandro Martinez. That's pretty much it. He has everything. He has the aggression of Vidic. He'll dive into any tackle. And on the ball, you can't chat to him. The way he just breaks lines for fun. Like him and Shaw, that left side combo, they just break lines for fun. And just amazing just watching him play. And I know we paid 100 mil for Anthony, but let's just pretend that 100 mil went to Lisandro Martinez and Anthony was like 50 mil. Let's go with that. Make it a little nicer on us.
Do you know what as well? Yeah, with Martinez, I've noticed it. Like obviously, when we're winning comfortably and stuff like that, we're dominating the ball. It's hard for him to stand out because obviously we're dominating the ball, we're winning, we're not really under threat. But I feel like games like the Man City game, like you just mentioned, the game yesterday in the last 20 minutes where we went down to 10 men, he loves the fight. Like even the Liverpool game when we won at home, like our first win of the season. When games get gritty, Martinez is in his element. And that's what I love as a defender. There's some defenders, obviously, I know their job is to defend, but there's some pretty defenders, like Christensen, for example, for Barcelona. They don't like to defend. Lindelof, they don't like to really defend. But Martinez, he defends first. And I think it's so good to have a centre back like that.
Bad boy tackle yesterday as well. On
Eze.
Was it the first? I think it was the first half. That was in, the first half, because it must have been, tell her, no, it was the second half.
Yeah, Eze was gonna shoot.
I think it was on Eze. Yeah, that was a bad boy tackle, and that reminded me of Nair for Gerd today. But Nair for Gerd will get all the plaudits though.
Yeah, he was good for West Ham.
That was sick though. I can't lie. That was cold. We was talking about him as well, Max, in the summer. Do you remember?
Yeah, Moroccan man, he's balling.
Yeah, he's cold as well, man.
He's balling.
West Ham get relegated.
You mean
West Ham get relegated? Throw a quick bit in there for a word.
Nah, man. Southampton, we need Bellecourt chat, man.
Yeah, that's true. A lot of center backs out there we could get.
But other than that, Max, you got anything else to say on anything, any subject? Talk some shit.
No, bro, it's just Man City stink. I tweeted it. I think we're better than them. I genuinely think.
I genuinely think we're actually better than City as well. I can't lie.
Bro, we have on the wing, we're better than them because we have actual wingers that actually know how to run at defenders, aka Marcus Rashford. Because Jack Grealish, some people on the timeline were saying that he plays NFL. He don't play the regular football. He'd be playing American football these days because he just tries to get like extra yards or something. In the middle of the park, I mean, I guess they're still better than us, but I'm not gonna lie. Bernardo Silva, I saw Haaland make about 55 runs.
And he did not pass once.
Vertically. And Bernardo Silva was doing spinneroonies like he's Booker T. I swear to God, that's what he was doing. I don't get it. I know this guy's head is probably at Barcelona. I'm sure Daps knows more about Bernardo Silva wanting to leave and everything, but his head.
I've got a question for you, Mike, quickly then. On that Bernardo Silva scenario, because he stayed on, and Bernardo went to the right. Mahrez, who's their player at the moment right now, got taken off. With Bernardo already, his head in Barcelona, or his head's not really at Man City right now, do you think Pep made it the wrong move there, taking off Mahrez instead of Bernardo?
Yeah, definitely. I mean, we saw Mahrez 2 weeks ago against Spurs. Second half, he dominated them. He scored, I think, a brace or something like that. So he's the man of the moment. He's shown in past years when it's time to get clutch up in that second half of the season. It's Mahrez that stepped up. In 2021, when they played PSG in the UCL semifinals, Mahrez was the one that scored the deciders. And I think even last year, at the Bernabeu, he's the one that scored that first goal before obviously Madrid came back and everything. So he's the guy in the moment. And like I don't think even Gundogan played today, or he did. It was very late. So I think Gundogan.
No Foden.
No, yeah, Foden. No, Foden. We got a spot for you at OT. I promise you. Right center mid, there is a spot waiting for you. Because Pep takes the individualism out of players. Eric Ten Hag is not like that. So if you want to come, I know his dad's a United fan. Yo, make your pops happy and everything. Come Man United. I promise you, will save you. Because
I could
Pep.
let that be an United fan, but you end up playing.
That's what I'm saying, bro. The math ain't mathing over there. Something mixed up or something.
Hopefully, you don't want to sign a new contract or something, man, or whatever. So yeah.
Yeah, I don't think that's even been signed yet. So you never know. Phil Foden, bro. There's always a spot waiting for you in the opposite side of Manchester.
Jonathan says, "Hi, Reds. Can you imagine Vidic and Laika playing together?"
I would do a bet on one of them.
X-Dog is through the roof. That's all I'm going to say.
I big up yourself, though, man.
Yeah, big up Michael, man. Hopefully we win Wednesday. You know what it is, man. We'll catch up.
Sir.
I see Arbiz as well with the super chat, man. Big up Arbiz.
Says, where's
Daps? Daps said here, man. The whole channel's asking. The whole people are here, but Tuesday, hopefully he'll be back and he can talk on it, but he needs to calm down right now. So yeah, man. The game's the game.
What can I say, man? What can I say? Wait, what's going on here? Can't change Olu's link. Olu's obviously a member, so obviously Reece, you might have to. You know what? Let me ask the members. They might give you some access. Sofia's another member in the back. Olu's another one in the back. Do you mind if Reece goes? Do you care about that, or do one of you want to get on first? It's up to you. He's been waiting.
Reece Man City as well.
Yeah, Reece is Man City as well.
Yeah, we might have to get a Man City spokesperson.
It's up to Olu. You can turn on your mic. It's calm, man. I saying go ahead. Go ahead. I might say cooking.
Oli said cook 'em. He wants steak for dinner today.
Yeah. Let me get this man on right now. Then you know what's the maddest thing as well, bruv?
I'll let you sort that. I'll just run up the likes, people. Make sure you're still running up the likes, people. Over 230 of you here. Make sure you're checking out, obviously, all the content on Never a Foul. Subscribe to our NAF Watchalongs channel down below as well. And also, just make sure as well that, obviously, if you want to get involved, become a member down below. The link's right there. It's easy to become a member. And, yeah, man, you guys can all get involved. Every week, this calling show's here.
So before I get him in, making sure I do something, I think I think my keyboard, the battery
got jammed.
No, the batteries are dying, fam. They're struggling out in like City, fam. Can't even create chances against Spurs. Like, what's going on?
Nah, the keyboard's gonna say you've used me too long. The chips, I can't do it no more.
Yo, so let me get Reece on. He's been patiently waiting. Obviously,
yeah, man.
The members niced him, so big up Reece in the building. Obviously, he should literally be in about 3, 2, 1.
I'm not even gonna ask him nothing, Cass. I want to say the floor's yours. I want to just see what he says.
Let's hear the excuses today.
Yeah, let's.
Nah, there's no excuses. Honestly, I remember when I come on, I think I called back in September and like I was a bit negative. And I remember Daps saying, obviously Daps said I was a bit negative. But to be honest with you, at the start of the season, we were getting the results, but we hadn't been playing well. And obviously I come on and I addressed it. I was just like, yeah, everything's going well at the minute. We're getting the results. Haaland's scoring. It's all going well, but we're not playing well. And I didn't think Liverpool would obviously drop off as much as they have done. But so obviously thought we'd have to be on our A game and we would have to improve. But yeah, obviously Arsenal and now obviously they're balling out. But yeah, to be honest with you, it's not good enough. And I don't see us winning the league at the minute. And yeah, and people keep saying, City, they're going to go on and run. It's just when City click into gear. I don't see that happening. I don't think we're not up to par at the minute. And yeah, at the end of the day, I don't see us winning the league.
What is it like? Okay, so if we try and break it down, because I can ask two things. Is it a multiple amount of things that are going wrong at City for you for this whole season? Because like you said, respectfully, Haaland scored goals at the start of the season, but you weren't really clicking as a team. Or is there something you, as a Man City fan, feel like, no, do you know what? There's one point or there's one thing in my head that's bugging me more than certain others. So like, is there multiple things for you, or is there one point that's summing it up for you?
I think it's a multiple thing. So firstly, in the summer, obviously I like the signings of Haaland and Alvarez. I think they're great signings by the board, but I think us not getting in a left back to start with, I think problem. Obviously we wanted Cucurella, didn't get him, which is fine because I think the price tag was a bit over the top. But at the end of the day, before we'd even got in Cucurella, we'd sold Zinchenko. So for me, immediate, and didn't get in a replacement. So for me, that's an immediate L. Calvin Phillips, I think offers that side of the game that maybe Rodri doesn't, in terms of like he's high energy, get stuck into tackles a bit more.
Thank
So
you.
I
Me
like
and
the
Cass have
signing,
always
but
said this.
yeah, but for me, the problem was we just signed him off the back of him being injured for a whole season. And so far for City, he's shown that he can't stay fit. And when he has played games, he's not been up to scratch. Now, we're not asking for much from him. We're only asking to come into cup games and do a job. But so far, shown he can. So for me, that signing's always been a bit on the edge. And yeah, for me, obviously, like I said, Haaland, Alvarez, great signings. But for me, the one thing Pep Guardiola team have always had is they've had speed on the wings, but they've had that tech, but they've had that speed, the dynamism, and we miss that so much. Now I thought at the start of the season that may be an issue, but it's turning out to be more of an issue than it is. And I do think we miss a Sterling type player.
Do you reckon you should have signed a couple players? Do you reckon you should have went for someone in January then? Like a couple players at that.
Yeah, I think we should have, but I knew that we weren't, because I know that our board, they won't go for someone unless they're really like keen on it. Like they're happy to wait. So I think we should have, but I knew that we wouldn't. But yeah, I do think we miss a Liao type player, and I think that's definitely a position that's going to be addressed. But yeah, to answer your question, Ty, yeah, I think it's the players haven't been they've not played well enough. I think some of the decisions from the board and maybe Pep, I don't think they've been up to scratch in terms of, I don't think the squads, people think our squad depth's like obviously quality, and obviously we've got great players, but I don't think our squad depth is what it was maybe back in Centurions days or Formidable days. I do think we actually operate on a smaller squad than usual, and I think, you know, that's a bit of a problem. And yeah, I just think the players haven't been up to scratch. So I think it's a combination of quite a few things.
I agree with you. And I think to win a league, you have to be consistent. I think you can obviously have your spells where you go on them little runs and stuff. But you know what we talk about with Liverpool and Man City in the last 3, 4, 5 years? You'd always say, do you know what? They can go on and win 10 games or 15 games and put them runs together. Right now, I don't look at Man City and think they can put that run together. And I think you'll be honest, Reece. There's a guy called Olu who's waiting in the background. He's an Arsenal fan. I actually said after Man City beat Arsenal in the FA Cup, right? I actually think Arsenal fans came out that game more positive than you, because even though you won that game, it wasn't that great. And I think Arsenal had a few players resting, but they gave it. And I thought, you know what? Going to the Emirates in 2 weeks' time or a week's time from now, Arsenal are going to have the belief from that game that they can beat you. And that's weird, because what team comes out of a game losing but feels actually more confident than the other team? And that's the type of season City are having. And like today, to touch on the game today, obviously you've got Rodri in midfield. He gives away the ball. Like, when things aren't quite clicking, teams concede goals like this. Look at Liverpool yesterday, Matip's own goal. Like, it's just one of them things. You're just like, when it's bad, it's bad. You know what I mean? And I'm not trying to say it's really bad at City, but it's not up to your normal standards. Mentally, yeah, Man City for me have always come on strong at the second half of the season. You look at the years they've won things. This year, I don't feel like mentally Pep, the players, and the system is all clicking. I don't know if that can be saved.
You know what it is,
now and the
Ty?
end of the season.
Because do you know what? I think today you look at it and Arsenal dropped points. And I really think today was a game where City could stamp their authority and say, yeah, we're serious. If we win this game, we're 2 points behind Arsenal, regardless if it's a game in hand. And obviously, if we won next week, we would have went into that Emirates game 2 points behind. And City of old, 3-4 years ago, whenever Liverpool used to drop points, when Everton, United, when they're drawing them games, City always won and would capitalise, exactly. But like I said, today was a game where we could have, you know, capitalised on Arsenal and put some proper pressure on them. But like I said, we didn't, and that's why, you know, I don't see this run happening. Like, we were obviously on a couple of wins, a bit of a winning streak, couple of wins. But yeah, I mean, that's obviously come to a halt again. It's been halted again, and this is why I'm not confident about us winning the league.
So Reece, let me know, when are you going to go back to supporting Arsenal again?
Never, man, never.
How old are you, Reece?
21.
Yeah, so who did you support before 10 years ago?
Oh, Man City, always.
So when you was growing up, who did you support? Man City, yeah?
Yeah, always supported Man City.
Main road, yeah?
Yeah, for sure, man. 06,
yeah,
I was there.
Yeah. I heard that. I heard the confidence in that.
Yeah, he's like, Cass, don't do this to me, man.
You know what I mean?
Is there anything else you wanted to lastly discuss at all on City or anything in the Premier League before we get others in?
Do you even think you're going to win a Prem?
No.
He said no, Cass.
He said no when I was gone.
No, I don't. Do you know what? No. Do you know what the annoying thing is?
Actually, sorry, Reece. I've got a question for you quickly. Are you've been watching in the background. Yeah. Are you worried about us coming above you?
Nah, honestly, I'm not. Like, I respect what you're doing, and like, obviously, you're in good form. But like, I'm not worried about United. I still do think we'll finish second.
Fair.
Yeah.
Fair. Okay.
But yeah, I just think, for City, I do think, you know what the annoying thing is? I think in the Champions League, you look at it, and I think you've got PSG drawing against Bayern, you've got Liverpool, Real Madrid, which are probably the 4 best sides, along with us, and it's just like. It's the one season where I do think the draw's kind of gone our way and we have a chance to win it. No one's performing well in Europe and neither are we. And I do think like even if we don't win the league, but we can get a bit of momentum going, that could help us maybe in the Champions League. But
sounds like Liverpool.
And I do think we have a good chance of maybe winning that. But yeah, man, I just don't see it at the minute. The momentum's not there and we're not playing well enough.
Say no, man. Fair assessment, man. Kept it real, but
no, I like it, man. You're big up, Reece. You're respectful as well. I only clocked you DM me the other week, so now I know who it was. I'll just put the 2 and 2 together.
Yeah.
Big up for that, man.
Now we got to get the real shithousery and coming up. You know what I mean?
Big up, man.
I'll do another 5 minutes, then Mo's ready to come in, roll on, roll off.
Mo's got the coffee, blood. His team won today. Inter Milan won today.
Did they win?
Yeah, they won comfortably.
Yeah, nice. He's not even got the coffee. He's got the nice.
They said AC Milan sitting outside the top 4, so said, "Nah, hold that one, man. You're see down
Love
there."
that. Well, Martinez scored, who I don't like, but fair play.
Yeah. All right, big up Reece. Love to hear.
Yeah, big up
man.
Reece, bro. Have a lovely week, man.
Cheers for having me on, guys.
Anytime, man.
Cheers for having me on. Cheers.
Look at Ollie. You know when they've lost this weekend, but he's still nodding like this.
I don't give a shit. Look at him. Look, he's giddy, man. Everyone can see you, Ollie, man. Look at this guy, man.
Ollie's too funny, man.
Yo, what's up? Am I in?
Yeah, you're in, bro.
Yeah, what's up, man?
He's gonna deflect. He's gonna do all this Man City talk now.
Listen, no deflecting. I just wish Daps was here because I swear last week I said to him they're going to listen to Tottenham, and he said, "Oh no, that's never gonna happen." What you smoking? All this nonsense. I've been saying that.
You know what? Do you know what the maddest thing is, Ollie? Yeah, Daps. Yeah, I've known him for years. He's normally bare pessimistic. He's never normally like it. He even said to me, "This is the first season he's actually put his chest out and started being a bit more like, yeah." Do you know what I mean? And now he's probably thinking, why did I do that? I should have just kept my quiet life, and then I was winning, collecting trophies. The year he's done it, it's like it's backfiring. But that's the way life works, man. He'll be on Tuesday, by the way. You're gonna watch the stream.
I'll watch it. I've got cooking because I told him. Listen, I've said it already. We're gonna beat them at the Emirates, and we're gonna listen to Etihad. Everyone just remember this. Just remember this. All the other weeks I've said it. If you didn't hear it, it didn't register. Let today be they registered. But when it comes to Arsenal, listen, right? Sometimes Brexit football just works, doesn't it? Sometimes Brexit football just works. Sometimes you can have your inverted fullbacks, you can have all this, register, all these great names that people give tactics, and then someone just says, you know what, just lump it to the big man up front.
Lump it.
And it happens. Or you get a corner kick, you whip into the box, and it happens. And look, I remember I was speaking to Mo a couple of weeks back, and I was talking about Odegaard. And we were saying, oh, he's the best player so far in the league. And I said, he's good, but he's not world class. And one thing I said was that, I don't know if Mo remembers this, but I said, he doesn't play above the level of the team, right? So, there's some players where the team is playing bad. Like Gerrard was a perfect example. Team is playing bad, he rises above that level and he drives them forward, right?
Yeah.
Same thing even in Man United, you had the likes of Cantona who did that. Rooney used to do that. Ronaldo used to do that, right? The team could have the stinker and they would just rise above. Yeah. And yesterday kind of showed for me like, okay, this is where Odegaard still needs to develop his game, where you can see that the team was playing not so well and he was playing within that. And to be honest, like, look, it was bound to happen. Any Arsenal fan who thinks that, oh, this team is going to go all season with just one loss is crazy. And I think some people, there's the overreaction that's happening right now. Like people saying, oh, we should have bought Caicedo. Listen, first of all, if you bought Caicedo, would have had a 60, 70, 80 million pound player on the bench. For what reason? Right? And you might say, oh, to come up for party, but Jorginho wasn't the reason why we conceded. We conceded a header, which, funny enough, coming back to Odegaard, he was the one that's marking the player.
Yeah, he was.
Right? So it's got nothing to do with Jorginho, right? So one, that's just narrative like people like to build. But anyone who thinks, like I said, that, oh, this Arsenal team is going to not go through, down times during the season, you're lying to yourself. My thing is just that I just don't see Man City being as good as last year because I keep saying this, they're more predictable to play against. And Spurs showed it. It's you want to get the ball, they want to get the ball to Haaland. That's my dog, don't worry about that.
I was gonna say, the dog heard he's not Man City and he's like, I don't want this.
Exactly. No, they want to get the ball to Haaland, right? But the problem is that everything's still pass. It's still too much intricate play. And even the commenters were saying he's making a run.
It's just me.
We lost him. Right, the dog chewed the internet off.
Oh, did it chew my internet? Am I back?
Yeah, you're back. You're back.
Am I back? Dog ate my homework. Dog
I'm thinking the dog's eating the Wi-Fi up, man.
No. I was just saying that. My thing is that the reason why I think we're gonna beat them is just they're predictable. And I think that if they come to Arsenal in the same way they played us, they played Tottenham, we'll beat them on the park. I think at the Etihad, as it's shown in the FA Cup, I think it's different. I think they'll beat us in the Etihad. I hold my hands up. I just think that's just what it is. So for me, it's like the weekend happened. I was not happy, of course, because you're sitting at 12:30 on a Saturday afternoon, just not 2 o'clock Saturday afternoon, just absolutely pissed off. But I said something to my friends. I was like, "Don't worry, Tottenham will beat City anyways." So I felt calm about this game. And when it happened, I was just like, "Well, Negro Damas is just doing his thing, man."
I don't know, man. You got Arteta actually called him Burnley. Did he actually call him Burnley afterwards? I thought Sean Dyche played some good football. Man got a whiff of some black players. I thought, wow, look what I can do. You know what I mean? Got some athleticism. Thought, yeah, I don't need to play so many, Brexit footballers anymore. I've got 3 black athletes to run around for me.
The funny thing is, we said it on the previous show because it was mixed. You remember Mo was like, I think if they go for it, they're gonna get like punished. And I was like, new manager, 12:30. I know what it's like here. If you go for it within that first 10 minutes and impose yourself, it gets the crowd going and it gets that top fan going. And I know that obviously people saying football is not really a thing, but when you've been in the rut like Everton, it can get you going. They were pressing well. It just a gate. Onana was dragging Odegaard down the touchline and he squared it for Calvert-Lewin. Little things like that just get them having belief. And football, when you're in a team like that in the dumps, gives you that belief. Do you know what, Olu? I want to ask you something, because when it comes to Arsenal, obviously you're top of the league. You've lost 1 game. Do you think for the first time this season, this is what I thought, first time this season, you went into a game and I think the players thought, if we turn up 60%, we're going to win because how good we've been this season. I thought there was the first time a bit of a mentality problem just for that game and they'll learn a lot from it. But I thought there was a mentality problem in that game.
Well, no, I think anyone who's played football or done any sports, sometimes when you see someone who you think is inferior to you, it sips into your brain, right? You just think this guy's going to be whipping boy. They haven't scored so many goals, etc., etc. So I think there definitely was a level of complacency that happened.
Yeah,
I think that happened, and I think
I don't
know if you saw his speech. But he said, "I'm back." My dog got it again. No, I don't know if you saw Arteta at the end said that the players need love and they need he was basically saying that they need support, basically, right?
Yeah, I saw that.
Part of it is probably that the mentality probably wasn't right. And what he was saying is that, actually, rather than digging them down, actually you need to raise them up. And that's the first time this season is really had to say that. So I think there was probably a mentality problem because
wow, man's doing the doggies.
It's gone again, isn't it? Stepping in and out.
Sound like that. You're right
Yeah.
there. Ollie,
Pass, let me know when you got Mo ready as well.
Oh, I'm back. After
Okay,
you hear me?
Give me
you hear me?
Give me a sec. Yeah, I can hear you.
I'm back. Now I think I take out something for my Wi-Fi. It should be smoother now. All right, I'm back.
Sorry, you got to the point where you're saying for the first time you had to actually pick them up. That's it.
Yeah, that's right. So he hasn't done that. And again, maybe because we've been winning throughout, so he's not said it. But when we lost to Man United, he didn't talk about the mentality. When we had the games against Southampton, Leeds, he didn't really talk about the mentality. This is the first time he talked about it. So I think there was definitely something there. But also as well, like the Leeds and Southampton game should let Arsenal fans know again that listen, it's not going to be an easy game. It's not going to be an easy season. And actually, the teams who are lower down, where we're going to suffer more against than the ones who are higher up the league. I think if any team from 10th to 2nd, I think the players can definitely raise the game up for that. I think it's the guys lower down where you have to fully make sure you're 110% ready for that, or else it's going to happen again.
Okay, because I was chatting to Kunle earlier, yeah, and we were saying, obviously, it's hypothetical now because City didn't go and win, but he was saying, I think he might have been watching the stream actually, in fact, and we were saying about if City won today, and then you didn't beat Brentford, which means just lose or draw. He said he would have been worried going into like the whole season. He said, you know what, I don't think we're going to win the league. If City had won today, yeah, hypothetically, would you have been going into that Brentford game thinking if we didn't win that, then we couldn't win the league? Because you heard Kunle say that earlier. And I was a bit like, whoa, because he wasn't worried about the 5 points. But then he said, oh, if we don't win a week later, but City win today, then I don't think we're winning the league. And I was like, how can he be so two ends of the spectrum?
Yeah. No, if we didn't win against Brentford, yeah, I think the confidence definitely gets a hit, right? You have at that point you have to go and beat City for definite, right? So with this, you still got a buffer. You still got the points that enabled you actually go in and go, okay, you know what? We can go in and be more relaxed. But as a fan, I believe Arsenal will win the league. That's just my belief now. I think the more and more the weeks go by, the more and more I'm starting.
Hey, when I was last on with you, you didn't believe that. So times have changed.
I didn't believe it, but times have changed. But again, I'm predicting Man City to beat Spurs. I'm sorry, Spurs to beat City, Arsenal to beat Man City. So in my mind, I'm like, okay, I've done the numbers, I've done the calculations, I've built the algorithms that does all the analysis, etc., etc. And you know, we're gonna win the league, etc., etc. But no, on the real, this is I think if we had lost and City had won today, and then we lost, and we didn't get a result against Brentford, we would have been in some serious problems.
It's mad. It just goes to show though. So that for me, I'm gonna bounce in a minute because Mo's gonna come in. Big up Sofia waiting as well. For me, then that shows that even right now, even though City did lose and you lost, the points haven't changed. But it just goes to show that in 2, 3, 4 weeks' time, because we've still got 17 or 18 games left. If one of you do slip up, or say, no, for example, you slip up and City do capitalize, then I know in my head these Arsenal fans are still not that confident because they're one result again away from basically their bum shaking. So there's a long way to go, is what I'm basically gathering from this.
Yeah, man.
Sorry, I was going to say, the only thing I'm going to say though is this: everyone keeps talking about Man City going on a run, right, or winning run. I don't think this season that's going to happen.
Yeah, nor do I.
I think they're always going to be. It's going to be starts and stops with them. They're going to win for you, draw or lose in between. They're going through that because they have got serious. Like you said, they're too predictable, and I think that's why Pep is trying to find something different to change it up, and that's why I think that again, as an Arsenal fan, I'm saying like I'm 75 or 72.
You're more confident because you know City aren't as good. That's what helps.
Exactly.
Yeah. Cass, I'm gonna dip out because I know Mo's ready. But Cass, big up for obviously I know you're running it, but big up every single time. Like the video, people. Keep showing love, man. And man, have a sick night, you man. Yeah.
Love. All right, well, that's not obviously Mo's picture, but Mo's actually in the building with his actual box. There we go. In a happy mood. Obviously, big up Olu as well for tuning in. One of our members, of course. So big up for that.
Right, peace.
Love that. And then just to join us as well. You know what, Mo? How do you think about City right now? I'm gonna get Sofia in a second. What about you? What are you gonna say?
So poor, man. Man, listen, man. The people don't want to understand, and I keep saying in the watch along, Haaland is the problem. They are not scoring goal because of him. But people don't want to understand it. Rico Lewis today, he was asked too much to do. And I know I wanted a Man City fan to tell them this. Rico Lewis, a kid, 18 years old, asked to do a left back, asked to do midfield to compensate for having a number 9. But they don't want to admit it. Yes, he's scoring 25 goals. So it's not on Haaland himself. It's on Guardiola, who is trying to play the same ball position, slow here and there, but it's not effective. Haaland was hardly in the game today. Hugo Lloris was not tested at all today.
Of course.
And it's just their problem. Get Sofia on, because I want to ask her something, of course, because I'm hearing Man United are in a title race again.
Oh, who said that? Who said that? Oh wait, I've got you. Wait 1 sec. I've got you twice. My bad. Where's Sofia? Oh, Sofia's in this one. My bad. I've got you in two boxes at the moment. Let me get Sofia.
We got Najee on the background. Big up my friend, of course.
And we
got a lot of people in the background. Yes, but Sofia's here with us.
Yeah, she's here with us right now.
Okay, Sofia, 3 points behind Man City. What are you saying? Same games, and you played them twice already. It's done behind you. They have to play Arsenal. Are you coming for the second spot, or you're coming for Arsenal?
I mean, I don't think we're going for the title. Like, let's just chill a little bit. We're trying to get a cup trophy. We're just here minding our business.
It's
Come
not good
on now,
enough.
let's chill.
That's not good enough, Sophia. What you mean? Like
What?
what? All right, let me ask you another question. We
Okay.
beat Leeds twice, home and away. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Arsenal's got Man City on the Wednesday. I'm not too sure they got next week. Who they got next week on a weekend? Who people?
I'm gonna look at the fixtures
That's what
right
I'm
now.
doing, man.
I'm gonna look at the fixtures.
They got Brentford. What, Brentford away?
No. United, you guys have Leeds away. You have Leeds away.
I know who
You
we
have
got, but I'm
Leeds.
saying who
Yeah,
Man
we
City
we
got
have
next. They got
Leeds.
Aston Villa. Oh, they got
They
Aston
got
Villa.
Aston Villa at home.
Just
so
smash
they're
them.
gonna
Cool.
slap
Whatever.
Aston
Whatever.
Villa.
Yeah, we're gonna have a game in hand above them. They play
Mm-hmm.
Arsenal. There's a draw. Man City might lose. Arsenal might lose, and we're still 3 points, and but we're on points with them. Maybe I don't know. Like what would you start saying then? Would you start getting giddy?
I mean, I might get a little giddy. We can get giddy. That's fine. But we were. I was on that train a little bit. Prior to the Palace game, the first one, and then the Arsenal whatnot. And then after that, I was like, I don't think we have squad depth for that. I don't know. I'm enjoying the progress, title race. I don't know, but if we start to keep winning games and the other teams drop points, then we can have a conversation. But I'm not there yet. Again, I just
Again?
yeah,
You was there before.
a little bit, tiny bit,
For 24 hours before the
a little
Palace
bit.
game.
Just
For
Yeah,
24 hours
for
before the
real. It's
Palace
true.
game.
That Palace game absolutely destroyed me. Imagine that we won that Palace game, man.
Oh, you were
And then got a
so
draw against
down
Arsenal,
after the
man.
game. Oh my god, guys! Seriously, go to check Cass's reaction after the Palace game. Priceless. That reaction.
That pissed me right off, man. I couldn't believe that. Right at the end
not
as well. You
bad.
know what the maddest thing is, yeah? I come to set up the show and everything, like, set it up, thumbnail. And all I can hear in the background is some hit cheering. I'm like, what? Did we score against? No, my man scored a banging free kick. Fuck
That was a good free kick as well. I was doing a
Fuck
watch along for
Elise,
that.
man.
Oof.
Talk to
Innit,
me
man?
about Casemiro,
Oh,
Sofia. 1 game on, 3 games off. 1 game on, 3 games off. So what's going on with this guy?
Spirit of
I don't
Cantona,
know.
man.
I mean, eh, I felt like when I saw, when they were showing it live and whatnot, I just kind of instantly knew that, you probably will be getting himself sent off. We've been getting, VAR has been a little bit all over the place lately with certain decisions. I'm not going to completely blame that and whatnot. I do feel like it was warranted. You don't necessarily need to be putting your hands on someone like that. But at the same time, can we not keep the same energy for, was it not Jordan Ayew with, Fred?
Yes.
Hey,
I think he
Yeah, but it
punched him.
wasn't caught on camera. There was no camera to show that. The one that you saw was actually a fan phone on Twitter. I know what you're
I'm
talking
pretty
about.
sure I
It was
did see it.
it wasn't on the camera. It wasn't on the
Are
pitch.
you
The
sure?
action, it
Mm.
wasn't. That
But
Jordan
like,
Ayew one
why do we
wasn't.
have VAR if they're
Yeah,
not going
but
to
they
show?
can have so much. They can have so many cameras.
So you can wait. So you can spot Casemiro, but you can't spot
They
Ayew when they were
couldn't,
right next to each
Cass.
other.
They couldn't. They
Thank you.
couldn't. They
It was the
couldn't.
same exact. I don't know. I just.
I, by by
Continue.
by the way, Najee, you're not in the building yet, but I can hear you in the
You're
background.
not. You're in the background. But anyway, Sofia. So Casemiro, though, how bad is it? Without Casemiro, without Ericsson, McTominay and Fred, Sabitzer is still coming into the squad, still getting into the rhythm of Eric Ten Hag, of course, coming from Bayern Munich. How does that affect the team going forward? Especially, I think you have easy 3 games coming up. That's I think so. But how does that affect the squad?
I mean, I definitely, for me, like I kind of, I was doing watch along and match reaction for that. So I was kind of pissed off at that time yesterday. I feel like I kind of cooled down a little bit now that I'm like, the more I think about it, okay, in terms of the fixtures, okay, we got Leeds twice. I think that away game for Leeds probably would be, a little bit more difficult. Leicester home. At the same time, they should be games that we, on paper we should be winning, even without Casemiro.
And he gets a
Maybe having
rest.
like a. Hmm?
And now he gets his rest.
For
Yeah,
Barcelona.
I'm also thinking,
Yeah.
you know what? He'll be ready for, the Spotify Arena, whatever the hell it's called. I'm ready to slap up Barcelona. Let's go.
And they
It's
got no,
fine.
they got no Busquets. He's injured.
Oh, is he?
He's out for the
I
first
didn't
leg
know.
now. It's confirmed. Out for the
Hey,
first leg.
come on
No
now.
Dembele.
Dembele, that's right.
Yeah,
Let's
man.
go.
Bring it on, man. Casemiro's gonna eat up Pedri in that, man. Fuck that shit, man. Trying to hear this
Yep.
guy. He might slap up in the league. He ain't slapping up in no Champions League, man.
Nope.
It's all
So who's
baller, though.
playing better football, Sofia? Who's playing better football? Man City or Man United? Straight out.
Man City or Man United?
That's not even a
Yes.
question, bro.
I would say it's Man United, in my
You
opinion.
are playing better football than Man City.
Well, just because they pass around the back and keep it passively doesn't
I
mean they're
think
playing
it's
good
more
football.
exciting. I'm thinking, for instance, the last match of the derby, okay, they had the more possession and whatnot, but it was quite boring with the sideways passes, yada, yada, yada. I'm not here with the all possession-based football. We did that under Van Gaal, bless him, but Lord have mercy, that was shit football. For the Dutch national team, he did his thing and whatnot, but once he was, Man United's manager, it didn't really work out. So I feel the same way as well, that Man City is doing a little bit too much to try to, like you guys were saying, try to
Compensate for Haaland.
accommodate
Compensate for
for
having a number 9.
yeah.
You know what it is with these
That's what-
City fans? D1 Millie is the perfect explanation of City fans these days. Younger City fans, anyways. Yeah, they're in this world of the last 10 years of having it nice. They've been playing good football. They can't accept reality that Pep is not performing with the team right now. The team's not performing, and they just can't handle that Man United are somewhere around, not as good typically overall, but this season, do you know what I mean? And they just can't handle it. So it's like,
It's the
can't
same as
accept.
Barcelona, Cas. You remember Barcelona with Messi? It's the exact same thing. Barcelona fans couldn't handle Messi going and not having Champions League success.
It's the same thing, man. They can't accept realities these days and can't call it for what it is at this moment of time. Like, you're shit. For your standards, you're 5 points away from wherever you are. Does not mean, but for how long are you 5 minutes away? For how long is this or that? Do you know what I mean? It doesn't. Your position, Ollie got a good Solskjaer finished. Man United was second in the league, yeah? But you're telling me that he's definitely better than all the other teams in the season in that league. Like, do you know what I mean? Not for me. We weren't. Like, I get the position means if you finish there, you were better the most. Like, and all this kind of, but not in my. I've got eyes, bro. I've got eyes. Do you get what I mean?
We got eyes.
It's false positions at the moment. But like, you know why we say City are shit? Not because they're shit. It's for their standards that we typically hold them to. For City
3 losses all season, Cas. 3 losses all season last year. They already lost 4.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, people don't understand.
They got 26 goals scored the whole season last year.
When
How many goals scored on them this year? 21 already halfway through the season.
That's what I'm saying. When I say Tottenham are shit, it's because they're shit, bro. Like, honestly, they're shit. But City standards are there, so I'm gonna hold City standards to there. You know, like Centurions, all that last 5 years, that kind of stuff. Pep Guardiola reign, they're shit, bro, for their standards. And City fans know it. And you know what? I like to say this as well. The truth hurts.
It does hurt.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
But I still, it might be shameless. Not shameless. This is, I still feel like City could still win the league, though. This is kind of what I still feel. I don't know.
In what century, bro?
They usually do still, they do be shaking, whatnot, but they turn it up we're in February.
Yeah, and they still haven't turned up.
City's month?
And they got Arsenal next, and Arsenal got a game in hand.
That is true. But I was looking at that Everton Arsenal game.
Do you know who Arsenal's game in hand is?
Everton home.
Everton at home.
Oh. Okay. But hey, still.
Yeah, I hear you, Sofia, because who says Everton went to the Etihad and got a point out? Who says that they can go to the Emirates and get a point out?
I still just haven't written them off. I don't know.
No, I get it, because it's the City we used to. It's like the same respectful we have for Liverpool. We expected them to come back all season. Look, City fans.
No, I don't have that respect.
City fans, whether you like it or not, yeah.
Liverpool in the trenches, forget that.
City fans, whether you like it or not, clip me if you want to. You're not in a title race. You're in a top 4 race. Do you get it?
Oof. You know what, Cass? You know what, Cass? I asked this question couple of weeks ago, and I said, are they really in a title race, or are they gonna get dragged to top 4 race? And people said, no, they are too good. At the moment, they lose to Arsenal, Man United win, Man United at the same point as them.
I just call it from my eyes, man.
Listen, as we say, Man United being in a title race is not a choice. When you get close to Arsenal, it's not your choice as fans, as a club, to choose you're in a title race. City, You keep saying and telling us you're on a title race until you show it and get me
I
the
can't see
10
it, man.
game winning streak that you owe me. I'm gonna say you're on a top 4 race.
That's what I'm saying, man. But Sofia, big up. I think Ty
Big up.
asked this question, and can we finish in the top 2? Yes or no?
Oh, finish in top 2?
Yeah.
Yes.
There we go then. It's not just mutual fans, it's Man United fans as well. But big up for yourself, of course.
Thanks for having me on.
All
Big
the
up, big up.
time, man. All the time. Love to see it.
Yes, Sofia.
Love that. Love
Peace
that.
out.
Is that? What's it? Is that? Is that? My man? Is it Saad? Saad. Saad. All right. Let me get Saad in. An Arsenal fan.
Saad, turn your phone to the other side, Saad. Is that easier, right? Focus. Yeah. That's gonna be much better for Cass to put you in the show.
It's up to him. If he's comfortable, man, it's calm. I mean, Olu does not Olu. I think he does it all the time.
It's not turning.
Yeah, it's Sid with his chocolate background.
No,
man.
no, it's not turning. It's fine.
I know,
It's
no,
fine.
fine.
It's
Put it back the other way. It's mine. It's mine. It might be low. It's calm, man. What are you saying, though, man?
Yeah, I'm all good, man. Yourself?
Yeah, man. This is your first time on the channel, by the way.
Good. Yeah, this is my first time on YouTube, to be honest, man.
Oh, for
I've
real?
only been in, I've only been in some spaces or something, man. But to be honest, bro, I'm gonna keep it 100. Listen, I am so happy. Yeah, because Man City are out of the water now. They look in shambles, shambolic, and this is the rivalry I grew up on. I grew up on Man United and Arsenal battling it out at the top, and I'm so happy that it's back now. Because I personally don't see Man City getting back into it. Like they've sold players, they've done all of this, and Pep's trying to put right backs and left backs in midfield and that, and it's not working out. It's just, for me, it just looks a bit
disjointed,
like, it's scattered. Yeah, it's just not clicking. And I personally, for me, because I've been saying this to in my personal conversation with my friends, I feel like the players are starting to, or certain players within that Man City team are trying to get Pep out now. They want someone new to come in. Yeah, I truly believe that some of these players are really trying to get him out. They want someone new to come in, new ideas and stuff like that. But for me, I feel like hopefully it doesn't bite
nowhere though.
Hopefully it doesn't bite me. You know, like I don't think he'll go, because I feel like they've put too much trust in him. I believe that he'll leave when he wants to leave. But I do believe that some players do want to try and get him out.
I think City will go big in the summer. They need to. You got risk of losing. They got risk of losing Laporte. Who else is there?
Gundogan is going.
Bernardo Silva.
Silva's
Kyle
going.
Walker's catching on. They've obviously lost Cancelo. I don't know what the future of Mahrez might hold as well, to be fair. I think they got a massive rebuild on their hands at the moment. And if you want someone that's going to rebuild your team, is Pep Guardiola. And if someone's going to scout the right type of players that want to come in, is Pep Guardiola and his team. Do you know what I mean? So I think they're going through a transition phase right now, and they probably didn't realize they would. So I think next season they'll get the players they want to get. They might go get Leao. They might get Kvaratskhelia. They'll go get Bellingham, because why the fuck would you want to go to Liverpool? And then maybe go get a couple other players. Maybe Lavia comes back. Get rid of I don't know, Phillips hasn't worked out. Go get a proper left back somewhere, and then before you know it, we're having a totally different conversation, right?
Yeah, 100%.
Were you gonna say the same if City nicked it today and won the game?
If they won the game today, then that would have shown me that they were able to get back to something, like change their way and actually like fight and they're ready to take this title. Like they're not. There was these results were blips and all of that, but the fact that they weren't able to, and to be honest, even the way that City's happened, like I genuinely believe they're better without a striker. Like genuinely,
false nine.
It just with Haaland coming into that team, I feel like he's just it doesn't suit the way Pep plays.
So is he gonna join Ronaldo or Nasser next year or something?
Like, not Haaland. To be honest, I feel like personally, if City wanted to go forward and wanted to go and get back to actually winning ways, I genuinely think they should get rid of Haaland.
I don't think
They
so.
should get rid of Haaland.
No,
They
man,
should,
come on. Just
I
are
think
you
they're wing.
serious?
I think
25 goals, man, in the league. You're not serious, are you?
but your team's not made for
yeah,
it.
but you gotta
I
think.
could see.
Think of it like this
No,
though, Saad.
Yeah.
Gundogan is not at the levels he was. Bernardo Silva clearly don't want to be there. They've had a makeshift defense.
De
all
Bruyne on
season.
the bench cast.
Yeah, yeah. De
on
Bruyne
the
is not
bench.
at his levels anymore in respect to them. The defense have been makeshift all season. I can't remember the last time they would have put that Ake and I've seen Ake and a Kanji more. Grealish is just being Grealish, I suppose. Should do more maybe, of course. Haaland's there. Foden isn't. I don't know. Foden was on form, like doing his thing, but I reckon they lack in the wings. Like honestly, I really do. Some direct wingers to really get past the man, beat their man, rather than keep passing it back, and actually do something. So that's what I think. I think they're lacking quality and obviously stability in players being available all around. And this is why we're seeing City be shit. Like we said, I think someone mentioned it. They saw Haaland running like 15 times. Did not get sounded out once.
They didn't even look at him. They literally didn't even look at him. He made 15 runs. Like I've never seen a player run into so many good positions and not one person even looked at him. Like he's there. I don't know how many times he's got to make a sick run and put his hand up. And he's tall. He's not short. So 100% they've seen his hand. He's telling them, I'm making a run. I'm making a run. Nobody's passing it to him. They're just trying to pass to the wings, and then they're just trying to go through the middle. And it's just like I feel like it's such a waste of talent to have it at Man City where he's not being utilized fully. And I understand that he's got 25 goals, but that's from one player. That's De Bruyne, who's realistically helped him with a lot of those goals, because De Bruyne seems to be the only one who can actually see and actually like find him at times. That's just my personal view. But
what about your team then? What about your team? Where do you see it? Do you see this consistently happening in the next season or two, or do you see this is one-off? Like you're like playing good this year, and then Man United are gonna come to the picture, dominate or something. City are gonna go through a rebuild, or you see your team like kind of go into a phase of playing the same way of football for like 2-3 seasons.
You're not off the hook yet. I thought you, man, had a super team now. You know, we got depth. We've got Trossard. We've got Jorginho. We've got, who else did they get? We've got Kivio and all that. You know,
you know what? Yeah,
you know what I mean.
I'm not gonna lie. Jorginho, like personally, I feel like everybody's put the blame on him. Like I wasn't really happy with the Jorginho signing. It's another Chelsea reject. For me personally, I wasn't happy with having him come into the club because of previous errors that we've made, i.e. Willian and Czech. You know what I mean? So personally for me, I didn't want him to come to the club. I thought we should have just gone and gotten Caicedo. But what I saw against Everton, that gave me like PTSD flashbacks to last season. Literally. I was like, I don't know what's happened to this team. I don't know whether they've like fallen under the pressure because they were away to Everton. I mean, Everton, the stadium gets really loud, especially when you're there and the fans are really on it on the day. Like the stadium can get very, very loud. But it feels like it looked like last season's Arsenal. It doesn't look like this season's Arsenal where we've been playing and we were able to go away. I mean, if you look at it, we've got the best away record in the league. And for us to go there and crumble, it doesn't.
I've got more news for you. I've got more news for you. You don't enjoy it at Merseyside. You gotta still go to Liverpool. And
the Etihad.
I genuinely feel that
they don't like the
Liverpool are just gonna.
And they go to Newcastle.
Yeah, that's. You know what? Yeah, I was there for the Liverpool game at the Emirates, and I was there for the Newcastle game at the Emirates, and I'm not looking to go to Newcastle, man, because that game is gonna be mad. Because they're literally, for me, Newcastle this season have been immense defensively. They've played as a team, so it's just even when they played against us, like they had the right way. They just sat back, they just took the pressure, and they were able to counter back at times. And really hurt us as well. But
Mm.
the thing is, like for me, there are good, like, because even I was looking towards the latter end of the season, and I realized that we've got Man City and Chelsea within a week that we have to play, because we got Man City on the Wednesday, and then we got Chelsea on the Sunday.
Oh, you'll be all right, man.
Those are the last last 3 games that we have to play. So it's funny how they put them together, because I can see that they're gonna try and do a title decider game at the end. I could just see that it's set up that way, man.
Oh, big up, man.
Yeah.
Oh, big up Callum. He rejoined today as a member. So love to see that as well. Najee, you know back. Oh, but big up Saad, big up first time and that. Did you subscribe today as well?
Yeah. I literally just found your channel today, bro.
How'd you find it? Let me know. Let me know how you found it. I always love hearing this stuff.
Bro, I'm not gonna lie, yeah. I was watching a football terrace with the football terrace video, and then literally it came up straight after that, and I was like, oh. So I just literally clicked on it, and I literally saw a video, and I was like,
man said we're popping up on Terry's videos now, yeah? Say nothing. All right, cool.
Let me jump in, man. So yeah, no, I appreciate you for having me though, man.
Yeah,
Appreciate
man,
you for
big
letting me
up,
talk,
man. Like, algorithms are loving us right now. I like this. I like to hear it. Big up. Najee, you know
No
back.
worries, man.
Where Najee at? I know Najee. Let me message this guy. I swear down, he's. Don't know, man. Where's? By the way, I'm bare ill, man. I say I'm ill. I just got this mad cough, man.
Yeah, 210 people here, guys, and also make sure to check out the membership below in the description, of course, and subscribe to enough watch-alongs for the watch-alongs, but the membership to get in priority in the call-in shows, the giveaways as well when we do sometimes, and then it's gonna be coming your way. But also, let me know in the comments, guys. Do you think it's gonna be Arsenal's title? I want in the comments, Man City fans, you guys think you're out of the race after today's loss? Do you think you guys are like done? Is it gonna be easy for Arsenal from here, or you still are confident of beating Arsenal twice at the Etihad and at the Emirates, and then you can eat up these 8 points or something?
Hey, Hamza might join in.
Hamza, oh my God. But anybody, people, we need the likes to go up a little. Just check underneath your live chat. If you have not hit the like button, just hit it underneath your live chat. Make sure to check it out. It looks like this, and it's free. It doesn't cost you a penny. It just helps us massively if you hit the likes. I need the counter to go up. It's free. But who else we got? We're still
no, there was
going
to be Najee, but we could talk for a little bit. But Hamza's joining in a sec. I'm gonna get Najee right now. So obviously it is what it is. One day he might actually become a member. You know, he might actually support the thing. You know, other than just you know what I'm saying, Najee. Other than what? You're in the show. You're in the show right now, man.
I'm in the show. Big up people, man. Sorry. Yes, Mo.
Where's Milo?
Man, Milo, say what I want. I'm on a high one today. I can't lie. Not smoking. I'm just on good energies. Come.
Yes. Best weekend for United, huh? Best weekend for United this weekend, huh?
Listen.
Everything is going your way. Newcastle drawing, Spurs winning, and Man City losing, and Arsenal losing. It is happening for you. Liverpool as well, getting even further and further down. You're looking down at these people, huh?
Right now, listen. City, ha! Hold that one. Listen. Arsenal, ha! Hold that one. Listen. Liverpool, ha! Ha! Hold that one. I'm so gassed. What a weekend. I had the deadest week of my life, yeah. I know. I get to the end of the week. Back going to work. I got a Liverpool fan to talk to. I got a City fan to talk to. And I've got an Arsenal fan to talk to. I'm so gassed. Absolutely gassed. What a win, man. And listen, man like flipping, what's his face? Ainsley Harriott for Crystal Palace, the manager. Man like Ainsley Harriott, man. Patrick V. The guy, bro, we sent him a goodbye, man. He's walking down the tunnel like this. Adios, Patty V. Man, give it to Giggsy. He remembers about this, man.
Aye, we was all singing about Vieira. Vieira, oh.
Yo, Vieira, oh. Yeah, 100%. Everyone was gassed, man. Everyone was gassed. But listen, let's get real, man. Oh yeah, to the person in the mod, yeah, don't get too trigger happy, man. I was just showing
Showing my love, man.
Yeah,
You know what I mean?
D1 timed you out,
It's
man.
okay. It's
Yeah,
okay.
D1 timing me out. What's up with you, D1, man? What have I done to you, bro? Do you know what I mean? What have I done to you, bro? Anyway,
that's it.
big up D1, man. Big love.
Talk to
He's
me
just
about the
doing his
title
job, man.
race. Talk to me about the title race.
About the what? Sorry.
The title race.
Listen, it's as simple as that. I've seen Arsenal, lose a 12-point lead. I was old enough to see Arsenal lose a 12-point lead. So if you think I'm not sitting here thinking we're in the race, you must be born stupid. You must have thought trust me, you must have thought the Premier League was done like, I don't know, in 2008 or 9 or something. Just there are gods that run this Premier League, yeah. There are football gods, and in the world of football, anything can happen. The Premier League has shown everyone season after season after season since '92, yeah, that even when you think something's certain, it's just not, man. It's just not. I've seen United come back from a 12-point deficit on Arsenal, and go and win the league. So for me personally, if you think this 9-point whatever lead is legit, and Arsenal have to play City twice, and we've only really got to play Liverpool and I think Spurs as our bigger games, and maybe Chelsea one more time.
Yeah, I think a big factor though, Najee, is the fact that we've got a lot of home games at the moment before we go on a few week away game run in March. I'm not gonna get giddy. I'm gonna talk about it logically, innit? I think if Man United get through this 10-game period somehow, some way with W's, then it's a different story. Because and then I think it will come down to the Liverpool away game where it's like, do you want to cement your position or not? That's the big if for me, and I don't know if that's the big if can be done. Because I'm still worried about Leeds away. Like, you know what? I don't remember any team that does back-to-back wins. You know, do you know what I mean? You play them once, play them twice, don't ever see it. And I think it's lucky that we get the home game first, because I think we'll definitely win. You know, you got Yank Lampard in it, so there you go. Like, he's in charge. And then on top of that, then it's like, okay, you got your game in hand. You're gonna have a game in hand against both of them. Then maybe against Arsenal, they might have two games in hand against us. But if I can't see Arsenal dropping points, and that's the reality of it. And I think they don't have a sticky situation for a minute.
They'll drop points, man. Listen, I'm not just saying this out of hope. I genuinely believe they'll drop points. I don't believe genuinely they go on an unbeaten streak this season. And when the pressure's really there and they start to go raw, when we were getting confident, now they're 6 points behind, and we still got to face a couple of people. Then it's a game. The mindset switches. It's like, we've got to put pressure on ourselves to go and get that point, increase that gap. Anything can happen in the league. From a United perspective, as long as you focus on you, and Ten Hag's doing that, forget whatever's going on above you, around you, behind you. That's for the fans to talk about. That's for the fans to have banter and rav with. From the professional standpoint, as long as Ten Hag is going game by game, going out of his way to absolutely smash the opponent, no matter who it is, like he's shown, then we can only do what we can do.
There's one issue I find on that, and the issue provided itself again on Saturday that had everyone in like, what the fuck? You know what I'm gonna say, innit? Anthony Martial, not just ref, but Anthony Martial. If we want any sort of chance to even have a glimmer of hope, you need everybody fit right now.
I agree. Yeah.
And him not being there, when you can tell he gives you a different dynamic to Weghorst. Weghorst can work hard, but when you want someone that wants to take a turn of pace and link up with everyone just that little bit better, he needs to be fit, and yet he's injured again.
You know what it is, cuz I can only agree with that. I think the difficulty as far as United is concerned, and this is me being real with you, the depth that we have is limited in major positions.
That's what I'm saying.
So because of that could be a downfall where we end up drawing games, maybe losing games. It doesn't mean that performances will be dead, but sometimes you need them players to get you over the line, man. So Ten Hag's got a lot of work to do. He's got a lot of work to do behind the scenes in terms of picking out certain games, certain cup games, and going, I still want to win this game, but I really need to play certain midfielders that are from the youth. I may need to start Garnacho a little bit more. I may even have to bring Ahmad back off on loan, if that's the case, if you really want to be serious. But I don't think we're at that desperation point. Sabitzer signing is a very good signing in the sense of we can still maintain some consistency in the middle.
We're lucky to have that guy, because
I
was thinking of the physical play, and I don't know what you think about that, Mo. But the fact that he's
Absolutely
here,
phenomenal,
we're so lucky that he's actually physical. Because when you think of a pivot with Fred, you're like, that can work. He's much better than McTominay, but he's better going forward. And it's the same with Fred nowadays. Fred's better going forward.
100%.
Yeah. Let me, Najee. I had a discussion with Ty earlier in the week, and I was saying that if you're looking at it from a different point of view, Arsenal last year they weren't targeting fourth position, but then comes January they found themselves in the fourth position, and they did not strengthen the squad enough. You were gonna get like top four. You said rebuild and stuff, but you found yourself in this position that you're actually close to second position. You actually did not strengthen in January. You just replaced Ronaldo with Weghorst, and you replaced Eriksen, who's actually injured until April, with Sabitzer. Do you think the board should have done better? Maybe call Ahmad back from the loan. Strengthen the squad more, especially with Europa League. If you go deep in Europa League and you still have the EFL Cup final, do you think the board should have done more to actually have more depth, to actually be able to challenge on all these fronts? Because or you did the same mistake as Arsenal last year.
Yeah, you're bang on. Every point you just raised there is something to consider as a United fan. For me personally, I understand the limitations of our board. So when you use the word should, yes, we should have. When you use the word could, we could have if the Glazers weren't so damn stink. But for me, looking at the situation of the club are trying to sell, looking at the situation of come January, we need players, but they're not really going to put their hand in their pockets like that. And to still pull a Sabitzer out of nowhere, for me, that is a 10-10 signing given the situation of the club, and was thinking we need to either do a swap player or even do a loan for some random championship player and bring him through. So to get Sabitzer, who in my opinion is a lot better than Eriksen as an all-round midfielder in terms of what he has to offer. Maybe not on the creative level. I think obviously Eriksen outscores him on the creative aspect and maybe the finesse of the ball. But as we all know, midfield needs more opportunities to do more, and Sabitzer brings that. So I do agree. We should have brought some people back off on loan. I'd even bring back Medjbury. But this is shoulda, woulda, coulda time. You know, I can't really focus on that. I trust that my manager has got the players that he wants to work with. Obviously, Maino is a youth player in the midfield who he's trusting. Zidane Iqbal's on the B team for Europa League. So I do believe he's going to have to use these players. But I think when he does use them, he's going to not do it out of desperation, but out of confidence. And maybe because of how we're playing at the moment with the first team, it's nice to go, these players can train with the first team and still get up to speed. So when they do make their cameos, when they do come onto that pitch, they don't feel out of place. If you start to play them right now and you separate that balance, it could throw some of the young players off. So he's got a great man management job to do, and I'm excited to see how he manages this situation.
But yeah, man, I agree, man. I can't. He ain't said nothing wrong there. The title thing though, we'll see about that one. You know what I'm gonna do in United stand. But big up the Football Corner for becoming a new member. If you want to call in and shout me, you can see down below of my camera. You can see my ats on Twitter and you can see my ats on Instagram, and same with Mo. So you can message either of us. If anyone does want to become a member and you want to support the channel, even don't have to come in the show. There's the link right there, man. And make sure you're liking the video. 225. Let's push that a little bit more. Najee, big up yourself. We got Callum to come in. I mean, Hamza was meant to come in. I suppose if he's gonna come, I'm not too sure, but we'll see if he's got a rant.
He's hiding, man. He's hiding.
Hey, listen, Kings, I'm going to have to bounce. So
thank
I've got to go work tomorrow, sadly. But hopefully, next couple of games, Kaz, I'll see you at Old Trafford if anything. And Mo, you're looking healthy, man. It's good. Stay looking healthy.
He's only smiling.
Your team maybe not so, but you're looking good, man. You're doing all right, man. So look after yourself. Big ups, love, blessings, manners, as always. Like the Ross clock, excuse me, that's my language. Sorry to any yardies out there. Like the bumbo, sorry, wait. Like the video, please, people. You know, go support the channel. It's important, man. Love you guys, man. Big ups.
Big up. Oh, Saad, he said this is my channel. Big up Saad, man. Love to see that. Love to see it. The Football Corner. Make sure you go check him out. Someone can go. One of the mods can go get this Saad's channel and plug it in the chat. Would be much appreciated, man. And last but not least, I believe it's last. He's always last. Man, like Callum, all the way in Portugal, a Man City fan. You're not hiding.
I'm not hiding, no. No, I never hide. How are you doing? You okay?
Better than you.
Yeah, of course.
Love it.
To be fair, I'm okay. Could be worse, but
Could
is
be
what it
Liverpool.
is.
Could be
And
Liverpool. Yeah.
I don't speak about them or Chelsea at the minute, but I know they'll be back next season, so don't really make a difference. But yeah, poor result today. Yeah, I don't really know what to make of it, really. Looking at the, first of all, starting 11, no Laporte, no Ruben, no KDB. I thought that was a bit strange. As well, obviously, the situation with Cancelo. There's been a lot of speculation, rumours going around, what's been going on, whatever. I feel like there's still something not right in the dressing room or inside City at the minute. There's something not quite right, whether depending on, obviously, Kevin De Bruyne not playing today, Ruben Dias has been back for, I think, 2-3 weeks. He's really not hardly played. Laporte, our best ball player, centre half's not been playing. So I don't really know what's going on.
Let me ask you a question then. I think Mo, was you? I think you was here. I think you was here when someone asked Pep Guardiola. Do they want him out? Is he the problem?
To be fair, I was listening to the Arsenal fan earlier.
Is it Olu or Saad?
One of them.
Saad.
Yeah.
Saad, yeah.
Saad, yeah.
I found it quite funny, to be fair, him saying we play better without Erling Haaland. Well,
I think because he meant, because you remember you scored all those goals, that came from when you had a false 9.
But yeah, I understand what you mean, but obviously the guy's got 25 goals in, I think, 19 or 20 games in the Premier League. And to be
Callum,
fair,
let me flip the question. Would you have won today if you played false 9 from the start?
No.
No?
No.
You don't think that the problem today is that you didn't actually have control of the game. You really control position, but every time there was a counter attack, your team panicked. Every time they got the ball, your team panicked. And that's because you don't have enough midfielders to defend. And you don't have actually fullbacks today. Your sides today, the fullbacks, I'm not talking about the wingers, were absolutely empty. Empty, completely empty. Kulusevski had a field day every time he picked the ball. Youngmin Son twice had a 70-yard run free. That's Youngmin Son, one of the worst players in form in the league today. And that's because you have a forward. You don't think so?
You're old men in your centre mid as well.
No, to be fair, if you look at it, I know what Pep's trying to do with Rico Lewis, but in my opinion, I don't quite understand why Ake weren't playing left back today. There's been an issue with Kyle Walker over the past few weeks, so there's some, like I've been saying, something clearly not right. Like I said, I don't think we would have won the game anyways if either KDB or Laporte or Ruben started. I just think we don't really play at all at Spurs' ground. We can't even score a goal. I came on Kaz a few weeks back and I said, listen, our biggest game is Spurs at home, and then our biggest game after that is Spurs away. And it's proved me right, because I knew going there without scoring a goal, we probably would be in trouble, and clearly so today, and it's been proven.
I agree, man.
So who takes the blame then? Callum, who takes the blame today?
So who takes the blame today? So going off of it, I'm not saying Pep. In my opinion, Pep's not to blame today. To blame today, if I really want to go in hard on someone that I've been seeing all season long, who's been having a few stinkers, is Rodri.
Oof.
Again.
Oof.
Again, hold on. You look at. Hold on. No. Hold on. You look at that game against Aston Villa away. He cost us that goal when Bailey scored.
Yep.
He cost us again today. He cost us again last season and this season still. But obviously, Calvin Phillips is not fit. That's why we brought in Maxime Perrone for a reason. So, if I'm being totally honest today, Pep's not to blame. It's the players. If I was Pep, right, there would be only 3 players, or maybe even 4, if I'm being generous here, who would be allowed on that bus on the way home tonight. Those 3 or 4 players would be Rico Lewis, Jack Grealish, being our best player. He's getting absolutely slated. He's been our best player since the World Cup has ended. He's been our best player. Erling Haaland and possibly Riyad Mahrez. The rest can walk home.
I don't get
in
that
my
change.
opinion.
Why the hell did Mahrez come off? You went worse.
We went we went worse. I can't explain it. I don't know what.
Then that links to the manager. It's okay to blame Pep Everett. I'm not saying sack Pep. Of course not.
City fans, Cass will never.
Yeah, but it's like Liverpool fans. I couldn't blame Klopp at first, but you can blame Pep. I blame Eric Ten Hag for some of the substitutions, like Crystal Palace and even Arsenal. Like, you can do it, Callum. It's okay. He got it wrong.
Nobody's gonna come for you, Callum, if you blame Pep. It's okay. He can be questioned. He's not God. He can be questioned.
No,
it's
of course.
fine, my friend.
No. Of course, I questioned him after the semi-final last year with Madrid, but I'm not saying today was his actual fault. The players at this current minute don't seem like they want to be played. You look at again performances today. Rodri, Ake, Akanji. Ake's been our best centre back this season, but why is he playing? In my opinion, he should be playing left back today, but he's playing centre back for whatever reason. He's playing Rico Lewis left wing back or in the midfield. I understand what he's trying to do, but yeah.
Well, I don't think anybody understood what he was trying to do, to be honest. I don't think anybody in the world understood what he's trying to do. He's trying to play Rico Lewis in the middle, but also cover.
Do you know what that makes
left.
me think, though, Mo? That makes me think there's something going on, as Callum said. There's something going on in that dressing room. Something's going on.
No,
and a lot of them going to get big.
Kaz, it's behind the scenes. Because why? First of all, I'll let you talk in a sec. I'm just going to quickly say, thank you. I was just going to quickly say this. First of all, why is Cancelo kicking off? Obviously, he's not getting game time, but there's seriously something beneath that. There's got to be some depth beneath that. And then there's reports coming out saying Ruben Dias and Phil Foden had a go at him. But this is where I come back to, and I said this before, Ilkay Gundogan as a captain does not work. It don't work. It don't work. Give Ruben Dias that armband. It don't work. Simple as.
Well, clearly you don't want Ruben Dias to play, man. Go on, what are you going to say, Mo, quickly?
No, I was just gonna say one thing, like about this Pep thing. You don't think that he should have handled that Cancelo situation, not put it it went out and everybody knew about it, and that disrupted the team. He could have sent him on loan, but it doesn't have to come out as he kicked the ball at Pep, Ruben Dias, and I think that disrupted the whole team, as you say, and I agree with you. And again, you're missing a left back today. Grealish had no support today. Mahrez had no support today. And that's because you don't have actually attacking fullbacks. Last year, you had Cancelo going forward. And even when Cancelo dropped, Zinchenko came to the picture and performed. Today, Grealish was left isolated and exposed. Emerson Royal had a good game. Imagine that. Just digest this. Emerson Royal looked good.
Oh, man, Chicken Royale, man. I can't believe it, man. Not even Poro, like Perry Chicken, like. But Cal, man, last thing, whatever you want to say what you got to say, because I've got one more guest to get in.
Yeah, no worries. I'll just quickly touch on the league. Listen, 5 points. All I'm going to say, Kaz, I've been hearing you saying this, that, the other, we're in a title race. Kaz, mate, you're not in a title race. Be honest with you.
But you are, Callum, but you are.
But I'm in the same position as you.
But you are in a title race.
Callum, we're in the top 4 race.
You're 3 points off us.
And by Leeds, we'll be on points with you. And when you lose to Arsenal, we're gonna go above you.
when we lose, if buts maybes.
And you got to. I remember Pep said 4-hour 20-minute journey, and you got to do that journey again. You ain't gonna win this one with me.
Kaz,
Go on.
You're not in a title race.
It's fine
United
though.
United fans. This is where United
fine.
fans and Arsenal fans come together. Like some of them drink some sort of like what Pep says, drink some sort of thing and go on a different planet. It's unbelievable. You're not in a title race. Arsenal fans as well. Listen, I've been hearing a lot of talk from them. Just humble yourselves. When we come to the Emirates, listen, it will be goal time. And when it's goal time, we will win. Trust me. Kaz, I'm saying this. Kaz, I'm telling you this now. I'm going to predict the score prediction on here just for you, yeah?
I'll go on then.
I'll go 3-1 City away at the Emirates.
If you do that, Callum, if you win, I swear down, I'll give you some sort of parade. I'll make a video just for you on this channel.
All right. Yeah?
Just for you.
Sure.
I'll make it. Like, I'll get someone to absolutely do everything. Everything you said, I'll clip everything up and I'll make it into a clip. And it'll be the first thing that goes out on a call-in show. But if you don't do it, Callum, you're going to get rinsed. My team's winning a trophy this year. It's yours.
I've got a clip of you apparently winning 3 trophies this year.
Yeah, 100%.
Come on.
Yeah.
You're gonna get stuff. You're gonna get stuff by Newcastle in that final.
You know what? It's like Arsenal. Yeah, Arsenal fans. We can relate right now. It's always when you get done. When this happens. It hasn't happened. But with you, you've already got 4 losses. You're only 1 loss behind us, and that's gonna happen against Arsenal. So you're gonna be on the same. But Callum, I big yourself up, man. I really do need to get Hamza on as he needs to get on Hussein's channel.
No worries, man.
Don't really want him being late too tough.
Thank you.
But big up yourself.
Thank you, Callum.
Hamza, are you in the back? Yeah, he's in the back. I'm gonna get him on now. I don't want him being too late. So quick little cameo. Shameless till last. Loud and clear. We see you.
I'm stressed, man. I just came from the game. So bad, man. I don't know. Where do I start? Listen, I'm gonna be brave. Listen. Possession-wise, we had the possession. They're at home. They were defensively and just hit us on the counter. Fair enough. That was their gameplay. That's what a sad thing to do, especially when you're at home.
What do you mean? Not really. You had possession, but done nothing with it. Again.
It's true, but we had 5 shots. We hit the bar. Mahrez hit the bar. We were more dominating, but we made a mistake. That mistake.
What do you mean more dominating?
Dominating how,
Did you read it?
Dominate, keeping the possession. Keeping the ball.
Keep the possession. This is what is that? You kept the possession against Liverpool and lost the game, Hamza. Again, you kept the possession against Liverpool and lost.
But that's what you show domination. Let's say, for example, from a boxer, I keep punching you, and you're on the ropes, and you keep taking the punches. But then you're there, and you hit me once, and I go on the floor.
No, but you're not punching them. Their XG is better than you. You're not punching them.
Yeah, you know, it's like this, Hamza, though. Let me
how about Hamza? Let me tell you something. Maybe at the end of the league, we can count the possession percentage and you can win the league for that. How about that? How about at the end of the league, we do that?
Hamza, I'm not here to embarrass you or nothing, innit? I'm actually here just to get your genuine reaction, innit? But you can't say you dominated them because I'll revert this back to Man United versus City. You had the ball, pass. No penetration. But the better chances came from us. The better chances. Eric Dyer was very close to one of your midfielders. Whoever said to me that decided to go forward like a Bernardo, he had him on ropes. Like and that took away everything. And they just left Haaland to Romero. And obviously he got sent off at the end. And that's what I'm saying. Pep got outclassed today. And that's
talk to me about Pep, Hamza. Talk to me about Pep.
Listen,
talk to me about Pep.
Greatest coach in the world by far, no doubt. Sit down.
No doubt.
Of course.
Yes.
Not today.
Let's go. Let's go on that bum first, Cancelo. Bum. I'll call him. Yeah. You
got 2 assists today, by the way.
Pathetic. He got 2 assists. It's mine.
And he got assists last week.
It's Tottenham. It's Tottenham.
Even I would assist against Mainz and Freiburg and all that stuff. I would assist that. You don't need to be getting paid for that. Listen, Cancelo, what a spoiled brat. I call him a spoiled brat. Spoiled brat. You're very lucky to play for our club. Very lucky. We gave you a career. 100% we gave him a career. He was nobody. No one knew him. How dare you? I'm hearing reports that how can you be angry at the greatest coach? The guy who made Messi, Xavi, Iniesta, Puyol. Oh my God. I can bring out names. He dealt with Ronaldinho. Who the hell are you, Cancelo? Cancelo's nobody. Cancelo, this banana is more valuable to me. Yeah? This banana is more valuable to me than Cancelo to Pep. He can throw him the bus. The guy was disrespectful. Bro, I was angry. I couldn't believe when I heard that. I was angry.
Reflecting
And I
from the
don't want
game,
him to
that's
see
fine.
ever. Thank you for the league title, but you cannot do that. Fergie did that. You're a hypocrite. You're a hypocrite. Because Fergie did that to Yapstam. I said it before. Fergie did that to David Beckham. I remember. Yapstam. He wrote.
And we
Yeah,
still, and
listen.
guess what? And we still won in those seasons.
Guess what? Fergie did that. Yapstam wrote about him tapping up. Fergie found out he was the best defender. I said, yo, you're out my club. He called him while driving the motor.
That's what you
You're
have
out my
to
club
do.
to Lazio.
That's what
He
you have
sold
to
him
do.
to Lazio. He sold. I'll never forget it. He sold him to Lazio. It was a shock.
But you have to
Same
do that
thing,
though.
David Beckham. You sold David Beckham 25 million.
And then
At
we got
that time,
Ronaldo.
no, but look, great managers make that great decisions.
Of course.
You're not bigger than my club. You're not bigger than my coach. You're out. If you did that, my God.
So is Pep
if I
bigger
was
than
there,
the
I'll
club?
throw a fist.
Is Pep bigger than the club?
Pep's Pep's bigger than even that Man United club probably.
Wait, what?
Listen, no,
What?
I don't want to comment. Pep's bigger than Man City.
Pep
listen,
is bigger
you
than Man
can't-
City, bro.
No, he's not.
Yes,
he's
he
not.
is. He
Listen,
creates. I'm not saying you don't.
no,
You
he
don't well
don't,
for what
he
you
don't.
are. But
We were there
when
before
Pep leaves, he's gonna get a statue.
No, we're
G.
not. No, listen, yes, because we appreciate people, not like you guys. You
No,
throw your
he's gonna
legends
be
under the
Mr.
bus.
City. That's the thing. But the
Listen,
thing is, he's also
yeah, he
Mr.
is.
But he's also Mr. Barcelona. He
No,
got
no,
Messi in it.
no. He's Mr.
Johan Cruyff.
Barcelona.
Oh yeah, I get it. Johan Cruyff and that.
He
But
played for
Pep made it.
No. But Man City, he is the one who is creating this legacy. Without him, you wouldn't be where you are. Give me a break. Come on.
Mancini.
Where was you?
won
Where
one
was you
league.
after Pellegrini? By the way, look what he had to do to change everything, and you're trying to say
Yeah,
Pep.
no, he changed. He transformed City. That's what I'll say. Yes.
My
But-
ex-manager's
but
bigger than
but
your
City
club.
were winning the league before Pep came.
Yeah,
Like, you're
but
right.
two, bro.
Yeah, it's true. But we respect him. We respect. He's our greatest coach ever, 100%.
And he's
yeah?
and he's just
like,
okay. You've only your club's like let's face facts.
Can you question him?
No,
Hamza? Can you
wait.
question his
Yeah,
decision?
that's the one.
Yes, he's a human being. He can be questioned.
Today
so he
is
can
the
be
question.
questioned.
Yeah, but I have to be wise when I'm questioning a wise man. I have to be because I have to be humble. It's like me questioning. I'm a little year one student questioning a professor about physics, but this guy is a professor of physics. How can a year one student? What is a year one, bro? So I have to be careful when I say things. He did the right thing. Pep Guardiola, you did the right thing, and I back him.
So what you're saying is then it's down to the players today why they didn't perform to what he wanted.
I think there's multiple factors. There's a bit of depth. I remember when Man United had this issue. I don't know which game. No, it was, and they had this issue, and they lost 1 or 2 games. And I remember Taibi incident and all that. So it does happen. But I remember. See, I watched football for a long time. I'm a man.
You're
I
old.
remember.
I know.
So I'm a man of wise words. Listen, it's true. The only thing that I can criticize my club is why you made that decision on the last day and we didn't get another replacement. We lost Zinchenko. Mendy was already had an issue. Zinchenko was supposed to replace Mendy. We didn't, so we put Zinchenko there. We transformed Zinchenko to fantastic left back. We sold him without replacement. We sold him. Oh my God. And Sergio Gomez was supposed to be bought and loaned. I remember. It was bought and loaned.
So cool, Hamza. Then okay, I asked about
So
Pep. It's not
Cancelo
Pep. You don't
losing
want to question. You don't want to question Pep. You don't want to question the players right now either because it is what it is. So do you question the board?
Not the board, but there's
Fucking
sometimes
hell,
you
man.
have no.
Someone
one
has
second.
to be questioned, Hamza.
No,
Hamza,
I know.
someone has to be
There's a lot we will know about later on. Probably this incident backfired in it became so like something happened the day before, 2 days, and Pep must have said he threw the towel and said, I can't work with this guy. Imagine a guy coming to the dressing room, having a rift with the manager, not talking to the manager, throwing. Apparently, he was kicking. Who are you? He had to say, I need this guy out. And you know what? It's the worst reputation for Cancelo. Because Bayern Munich with ethics, or the club with ethics, took him. But if he tries to do that, that reputation is going to run. Because he did that to Pep. The biggest mistake we did, we didn't replace him. But I heard there's major changes going to happen to the summer. There's major changes. And let me tell you, change number one.
All right, let's
Hamza, you're diverting, my friend.
Let's go back. Let's roll back then, Hamza. Then, all right, cool. You don't want to do that thing. I know what you're doing. I saw you when actually you didn't get. I was doing the United stand thing, so I saw you, but you left quickly, innit? Like so.
Yeah.
I saw you next to Saad and that. Yeah, outside the stadium. I saw you, you
yeah,
little bald head man. You're like 5'6", bruv. But what's it called?
get
Yeah.
out of here, man. I'm 6'2".
You're really not. You're really not. You wearing a white t-shirt. I saw you. I saw that bald head. But anyways, nah, big man thing. Nah, you're about like 5'10" or something. But cool. You don't want to talk on shit on City and the performance. Then talk to me how good Tottenham were then, and how good Stellini is better than Conte.
No. You
Harry
can't
Kane was
disrespect
superb
the
today.
You can't disrespect Conte.
Bentancur was superb. Højbjerg ran your midfield.
I think the thing is, I wanted more of Gundogan and Rodri. Yeah, with Bernardo Silva. Yeah,
and you got Rico Lewis and Rodri instead.
But I think he was trying to play. He didn't want to risk four at the back, but he put Rico Lewis. He's trying. But I think Gundogan was key. Gundogan was key. I was cool, but he broke Gundogan at 84 minutes. But he knows what. I was like, can't be. But you know what? It was a game that I knew. Mistakes. People waiting for people's mistake. And Rodri's mistake led to a goal. And you can't be 1-0 down.
What about your best player in the world, KDB?
He came on the pitch. I can see he wasn't that great. He was trying. But sometimes great players have a bad game. You're right. Great players have a bad game. But I think he only played 20 minutes, is it? 20, 30 minutes?
So why was he on the bench then? If he's the best player in the world.
Yeah,
if you want to play Spurs away, you want to play your best players. So that means he's not the best player at the moment.
Okay, let me give you an example. Today, Real Madrid played Mallorca. And they benched. Who did they bench?
Yeah, but they have Club World Cup, my friend, in 2 days.
No. They benched Modric and Cruz. I'm just saying.
Yeah, but they have Club World Cup in 2 days on Wednesday.
Okay, fair enough. But I've seen great. I've seen.
Who does? Who's got Club World Cup? Who's got Club World Cup?
Real Madrid in 2 days. They have the semi-final, and they're saving the players to travel and play. So yes.
So I've seen great players being benched, but I think it was a tactical issue. There's no rift between. There's no rumors to say there's something because KDB has most assists. I think he benched to give Bernardo because Bernardo had not been playing. That's what I anticipate. But the rumors are, where is Foden? Is Foden really injured? We don't know. We'll see.
He's ill. He's ill too.
Yeah.
He was ill.
These are the rumors, but we've heard other rumors. But I don't know.
He's been ill for about 2 weeks now.
2 years. Exactly. So, but we'll see. I think the key thing to us is this game I expect is going to be the toughest game of the season. Yeah? Toughest game of the season. This Tottenham. They always, and they psychologically, we go there. I think in Emirates, we go psychologically thinking it's our own home.
No, the Man United game was harder. Hamza, I'm sorry. Man United game at Old Trafford was much harder than this one. I'm sorry. They let you do what you wanted with the ball. Man United actually pressed, played high, the high line. Come on, just give me a cash.
Even Spurs played that, not a high line, but they also pressed very well.
Man United home game. I tell you one thing, and I'll criticize today. Man United home game, and PGMO, I think they've come out with this. They said if now they had to look at the Rashford decision, that would have been disallowed. What hypocrite! I was like, get out of here. Leave me alone now. Why are you telling me now? This that Rashford goal was the one that costed us. Yeah, that one I blame. But today, the performance wasn't great. But you know what? Great teams have to come back. Arsenal have bottled it. Arsenal are biggest bottle jobs. The relegated side, Everton. Don't die first game.
Wait, whoa.
Don't die first game.
Hey, Hamza.
You telling me I don't believe I'm going to win the league?
Hamza.
Don't
you
talk
can't
about
call
the
them
league
ball
leaders.
jobs.
You are in a top 4, man. You're in a top 4 race with Man United. Don't talk about the league leaders until you catch them. So stop talking about the league leaders and then you catch them. Talk about top 4. Come on, just.
But we have to be honest here, man. I'm just saying, if you say to me, does it? I said no. The guy who's in front is showing signs of fatigue. Imagine they lose to Brentford, 3 losses in a row.
Yeah, but you're saying imagine.
Brentford is a big game.
You beat Brentford. Brentford beat you.
Imagine.
Brentford beat you.
But
they smacked Brentford at their 3-0, and they get 3-0.
They lost to us. They lost to Everton. Now Brentford's coming. Brentford. I'm waiting to see this. The fans are panicking. And Saka looks fatigued. Martinelli doesn't look Martinelli. They go Jorginho. They
play at home. They play at home.
They're playing at home, but they haven't lost all season.
They play at home, my friend.
Partey was being compared to the next big, the best center stadium in the world. Guess what? Onana.
He's better than Rodri. That's what I know.
Onana
right this season.
He's better than Rodri. That's what I know.
No, he's not. He's not played better.
Yes, he has played better than Rodri this season. Right now, on performances
Right
overall, Casemiro is the best DM in it. I don't even want to hear it, bro.
Nah, the
Then he
guy's
goes
getting
par,
sent
and then
off to
Party's on
go-
par.
Man
Party's on
United.
par. Party's been
Look at
absolutely immense.
Listen, the conversation now is Partey versus Onana took him there and he put him in his pocket. I said, come here, let me get. And he played him. Onana. This guy is supposed to be the best CDM in the world. Guys, you think I'm scared? Arsenal are tired. And you know, I was looking forward to April, but already the party started in March. March, February, they're starting to show signs. City have done the hard part. I've done my hard away games. Now I'm on a run. Now who's left? Who's the hard one left? Tell me, who's the hard one away? Newcastle have done them. Tottenham have done. United have done.
You still got
Chelsea have done.
Do you still not have to go
I'm done.
Newcastle?
You play
Now-
Arsenal away.
Yeah, that's the only one. Yeah,
That's the
I got
only one
Brentford.
actually.
I got little Brentford,
Brighton
little
away.
Nottingham.
Brighton away. Yeah, not here and there, but yeah, you're done all the big teams away other than
Thank
Arsenal.
you.
To be honest.
I'm done. Now I'm about to do my run, and Arsenal better not falter. That's what we're looking.
I can't lie. They got a game in hand against you against Everton at home that could make you go 8 points. And if they
come
beat you, that
on,
might be 11 points. Do you understand
I
that?
think, no, but I don't think they'll beat us. No way. No
Be
chance.
realistic.
I mean,
Hamza.
Pep's complaining about 4 hour 20 trips. He's got, I say it again, he's got to go do another 4 hour and probably 30-40 minute trip. So that's going to be a factor, right?
Yeah, listen, he's just saying that to divert the thing. But I think that is a game that Pep will tell his players, show me now. Show me your boss. Show me who wants to stay. Show me who was the best. Show me. Now you've got them. And I think we'll send
I swear you've been saying this for the whole month of last
No,
January.
this is it. Bro, we beat you 6-3. You're
Yeah,
not
and
the guy we need to
and
show.
guess what?
We need to
And
show
guess
the
what?
leaders.
You can beat us 6-3, but we're still 3 points behind you.
Is it 3 points behind us?
Yes,
Yes.
we are. I can see it right now. I've got it right there. We're 3 points off of you.
Yes,
dude.
it's only 3 points behind you,
And
man.
Nah, don't worry. We've done the hard games. We've done the hard
No,
games.
yeah, but
There's
we
still-
got Leeds and Leicester at home and Brentford at home all this month.
But you guys got Liverpool away.
No, don't give me that. I
think
don't
you
care about Liverpool away.
Yeah.
They're
So-
not even
so
in the
The
table.
next 4 games of Man United are really winnable games. They're gonna win the next 4 games 12 points, and you're gonna be behind them on the table if you lose to Arsenal. You don't understand.
This is what I'm saying.
No, it's
You're
not
in a
happening.
top
don't
4
understand.
It's not
race.
happening.
You're in a top
It's
4
not happening.
race.
It's not happening. It's not happening. It's not happening.
I look.
It's not happening.
You're
believe
in
it.
a transit. I look. To sum it up, because I want to wrap up the show. I'm tired. Doing this for like over 2 hours now. 2 hours and 15 minutes. You're in a top 4 race currently. You're not in no title race anymore. No, for me, no, I'm joking. I mean, you're in transition. It happens. Yeah, your club is in transition, bro. You ain't got the squad right now. You don't because you don't have the squad because Phillips. It don't look like he's fitting in. You ain't got no left back. You said Ake. Ake gets injured. Even your offense in general's fucked.
No,
I don't know what's going on.
Ake's been the best.
No. Okay.
Ake's been the best.
Lewis is not. He's not. Look, Lewis is only young. I'm not going to get onto him. He's been thrown in the
Yeah.
deep end, and he's going to be a
Akanji's
great.
played well.
He's going to be a great player. Akanji is your 5th choice centre back. You haven't had the same back 4 all the time. It's always been disjointed and all that.
Yeah.
Your midfield,
Yeah.
the older players, Bernardo Silva don't want to be there. Gundogan is just falling off because probably just age is catching up, and he's probably just tired.
Nah, look at
And you're missing a couple bits. And with Mahrez, not the same form. Grealish is
Yeah,
a little bit
he's
better.
got a-
But do you get now? Where I'm coming from is, it looks like you're in a transition, bro. You're gonna have to wait till next season. You might have to take that. You know how hard it is to motivate players to win a 3rd league title in a season. See, my club didn't have an issue that because we done it twice. But for you guys, it's a bit different, innit? I'm just saying.
You didn't have probably challenges at that time.
We
The
didn't have challenges,
were
bro.
too
We've
poor.
always had
The
challenges.
We
challenges
had
were
the same
poor.
challenges which were Arsenal.
No,
Same
the-
example.
and it
You've
was
had
the Arsenal with the Nilsson.
G. You've had
The
two.
Arsenal
You've
with
had
Justin
2 horse
Hoyt.
race with
The
Liverpool.
Arsenal with Scalacci.
Wait.
The Arsenal with-
Whoa.
Come on, man.
You've had a 2-horse race for most of your time that you win the league. There was top 3-4 battles in our day, you know. It changed from
Arsenal
top.
bought that,
Remember, it changed from top 2 after the 2003, the 3P. Arsenal were there, of course. Nobody else was really around.
Chelsea.
After that, yeah,
Chelsea.
huh?
Chelsea
Always
was there, but
Chelsea.
Arsenal were
Always
poor.
Chelsea.
Were
And then
already
Chelsea, Arsenal were there still, and then Liverpool had their creeps here and there. Don't you remember 2008 when he finished
Yeah,
like
come
1-2
Benitez,
points? Because
man. Benitez had
look, I'm just
Liverpool.
saying, look, it's not the point. I'm not even going to compare it. It's hard to motivate players, and right now your players don't want to be there. You're in transition, and you're gonna have to wait till next season to address it because half your team needs mending, and that's that
Nah,
Hamza, man.
I think there will be massive overhaul. There'll be 4 or 5 players, and we
That's
need
a massive
these guys
overhaul,
that-
G.
Yeah, listen, there will be like I think we're getting a left back. I think the key thing is Jude Bellingham. That's the guy.
That's what I was
Jude
saying. Get
Bellingham.
yourself an.
Jude Bellingham is a must.
This is what I was saying, yeah.
And my only prayer is for Liverpool to feel bad.
I'm not
because
gonna. I'm gonna throw you some names out that I think you can acquire 100%. Because any player you go for, I think getting yourself a Jude Bellingham, get yourself another centre mid, go maybe
McAllister.
maybe even a whole brand new kind of midfield, like in a way. Back up, you go for Paulinho. I think he will fit you, man, like a glove when Rodri isn't available, yeah. Or even if you want to change things up, go get yourself 2 left backs. Go for the best, Theo Hernandez. Maybe go for Anthony Robinson. I think he'll be class for you guys. And then go get yourself a Leao, a Kvaratskhelia. That's about 4 or 5 players. And I think maybe I don't think it's centre back situation, but I don't know what's going on with Laporte or even Diaz at the moment.
He's leaving.
Then you're probably gonna go get Gavardio. That's a lot of changes.
Yeah, there's a lot of changes, and I think there's young, motivated players. And I think you need that.
Yeah, but big up yourself, Hamza. I know you got to go on Husam's channel. Obviously, big up Husam when you get there. For me, if you don't mind. And then yeah, man, pleasure, man.
Take care, guys, man.
In a bit.
Thank you so much. In a bit.
More. Think about Barella for me, man. Let me know how much it costs.
120 and he's yours for sure.
But yeah, man. Mo, you got anything else to say to the guys? Other than maybe like the video.
Guys, like the video, and also maybe you can check the membership below on the description as well, and it will give you the priority for the call-in shows if you want to enjoy a conversation with us. Of course, Daps is going to be here next week as well. I enjoyed that. Make sure to like the video, of course, and NAF watch-alongs. But also one more thing, guys, 175 people here. Make sure after this ends, have a little bit of a comment, any comment, even a smiley face, just a comment underneath the video. Just wait until the video is done, the outro, and then have a little bit of a comment. It will help us massively. I want to see at least 20 to 30 comments underneath this video.
Very nice.
Thank you so much, people, for tuning in.
Yeah, big up. And we'll be back tomorrow for the Chronicles at 3:30 with myself and Mo. It feels like a long time.